Okay, so Manchester United versus Burnley, and this is going to be a tough game if the Newcastle game is anything to go by. I don't think there's going to be much difference at all, frankly, and I think Burnley are perfectly suited to exploit Manchester United in terms of they're one of the best set-piece teams about. We're one of the worst, both offensively and defensively. So, yeah, I think it's likely we drop points. But I'll be positive and say Manchester United will win this game 2-1.
Hello, Ronaldo. We're back with another pre-match prediction for tonight's game, which is Burnley. Love playing them, don't we? Absolute terrible team, hate them. But do you know what? After the past couple of games, I've no reason to be confident, but I think we should get a reaction and a spark today. And it won't surprise me if we end up running away 3-1 winners. I think we will still concede a goal. I think they might nick one from a set piece, but other than that, I think we'll put 3 in at the other end with the fans behind us. So hopefully we support them, we get a win, and we start kick-starting our pursuit back for top 4.
Hey everybody, Angelina here with my prediction for the Burnley game. I watched the Newcastle game, was on the Stretford Paddock Watchalong for it, and it wasn't great. It was very disappointing, and I'm hoping that tonight we see at least a bit of a reaction from the players and some goals. Some goals would be great. I'm going to go... I don't even know what I'm going to predict. I'm going to predict a 2-0 victory for Man United. Going to be positive. Hopefully we can get a clean sheet. And I would really like to see Bruno Fernandes get a goal, and also Mason Greenwood if he plays.
Back again for another prediction against Burnley. 1-2 good luck game, but 3-1 United up the way and up the Paddock.
James here. I think United, to be honest, should have a good game tonight. I mean, it's not going to be difficult against the Burnley side, who are really in poor form, and I hope United can hopefully get a good win today. They're a really good team. Looking forward, obviously, Ralph Rangnick's side dropped points against Newcastle, but didn't look quite as good as they could have been. But Burnley are a really good side, and hopefully they can push on and get a result, hopefully, in a good game. I mean, Burnley are towards the end of the table. This is really the stage of the season where Ralph Rangnick should be looking at the teams that he's playing against and be getting a result against them, because these sides like Burnley and Newcastle should be getting as much points as he possibly can to push on to the more difficult games United have coming up. But hopefully it should be an easy game, and I'm going to say comfortable 2-0 win to United. But I don't think it'll be easy. I think against Newcastle especially, United didn't look too good, but hopefully they can push on and get a result against a side that are really towards the bottom end of the table, and they're up against it in terms of facing a pretty tough relegation battle.
Narlene here to give you my prediction for the Man United versus Burnley game, and that Newcastle one was so painful to watch, because when the game plan is just try and get the ball forward as quick as you can, and you have players who can't make simple passes, run directly at defenders, you're going to be giving the ball away 167 times. And I think for this one, Sancho needs to start, because he was the only one looking to draw defenders out wide, looking to create. In midfield, start Donny and Matic, because something needs to change there. And Eddie Cavani, when that man is fit, he should be playing every minute, because when he's on that pitch, he actually shows that he cares and not complaining every minute, throwing his hands up. He actually gives us some hope. It is concerning that we've shown no signs of improvement, but when you look at Burnley's form, it is a home game. You fancy your chances, so I'll predict a 2-1 scrappy win for United.
Paddock match day! Notch here. Now we all know there's all sorts of issues happening at United at the moment, but the one chink of light from that Newcastle game was, of course, the glorious return of El Matador. When he scored, I swooned, as I always do with my rubbish red blanket, and Adam Patterson ordered another Cavani shirt off Sports Direct. But can we persuade the long-haired sexy Uruguayan to stay? And then we could all stop getting so tearful. Well, let's see if he starts today against Burnley, or if Ralph is going to fix the glaring problems we've had recently with a new formation. I'd like to see the 3-4-1-2 tried out, and try to solve the gaps in midfield that I thought were way too vast again on Monday. I'm going to predict a 1-0 and the goal to come from Marcus Rashford, because boy, does he need one. Trust a notch there.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. This is the watch along for Manchester United versus Burnley. I'm joined by two just great people, great folks. I'm joined by Ryan Hopper. How you doing?
Very well, Joe. How are you, bud?
I'm very good. Say it.
Up the RH?
Yes, lad. And I'm also joined by Angelina Kelly. What we're doing is we've decided to get you on every game until United play well.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's only fair that you enjoy the experience of a more relaxed, happy watch-along, something that you don't seem to be able to get.
Yeah.
They have been pretty tough, haven't they? Let us know your thoughts at home on the match, on the upcoming game. There does seem to be some rumours about this team coming out. The team should be out now, and it seems as though it's a very mixed team. Here's the Manchester United starting 11. It's David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, Shaw, so Varane straight back out. Then obviously we'll go through it all. McTominay, Matic, Greenwood, Sancho, Cavani, and Ronaldo. Now we'll get that on the screen shortly. There you go. This is a bit of a mad team, isn't it? I think it's 6 changes from the last game. Bruno out through suspension because he's got 5 yellow cards. Everyone else, as far as I'm aware, is just out through form. Varane's an interesting one because obviously he's only just come back from injury, so hopefully he hasn't done any extra issues. I'm not sure if he's in the squad. We'll find that out shortly. But just going start to sort of back to front on that, the first sort of obvious differences, Wan-Bissaka and Shaw both back in. Dalot and Telles had been taking their place at left back and right back. And what are your thoughts on that? Because a lot of people were saying this is better, Dalot's better going forward, Shaw's not been great this season. For them both to come back in is quite a statement, isn't it?
It is a statement, and it's like we've said before on the watch-along that if players are playing well in their position, then you should play them because you want to play your most talented players. If they slip up and if it's a terrible performance, which, to be honest, I think Telles out of the 2 is maybe a little bit better against Newcastle, but they weren't performing. So although it may seem a little bit brutal to just take them out, if they're not performing and there are 2 players that could potentially have a better game, then you've got to do what you've got to do. Unfortunately, we're in a really not precarious situation, but not in a good situation at the moment.
No.
So if you have to, sometimes at least, had he have played them again and it hadn't have been a good performance, then everybody would be saying, oh, why is he scared to make a change? He's scared to make a statement. We'd respect the manager more if he made these kind of statement moves. That's what he's done. Yeah. And so respect
definitely.
it. Really.
Yeah. We'll come to you in a second round, but the subs, I've got the subs here. So it's Henderson, Telles, Dalot, Varane is on the bench, presumably then just not fit enough to start 2 games in 3 days, which is fair enough because he's not played many matches in the last few months, has he? Then Fred, Lingard, Van der Beek, who we'll talk about in a minute because no matter how many changes are made, he ain't one of them. Elanga and Rashford. So yeah, no obvious injuries that we didn't know about. Varane, luckily, is just, presumably not being picked for fitness. Thoughts on the fullbacks there? Because Shaw, Wan-Bissaka I think has been pretty poor, but Shaw has fallen so far from last season for me. Like Wan-Bissaka continued to show the flaws we kind of know he has, but Shaw was like approaching the conversation of is he the best left back in the league last season, and then this season it's been is he the best left back at Man United? Probably not.
It's a confusing one with Shaw for me because his form, like you said, Joe, superb last season. He's just fell off it. when we brought Telles in, it was good for Shaw because if his performances, like you said, Ange, are not quite there, he can get replaced. And I think the manager, Ange's hit the nail on the head. The manager's made decisions based on performances, and for me, you can't ask any more than that. And for me, a few of them on that team have also got away with it because the Newcastle game, most of them could have been out of the team tonight anyway. For me.
Yeah, Rashford was a big one, wasn't he? Who wasn't really performing very well and hasn't really, performed that well this season. He's gone. Fernandes, another one who's been up for a lot of stick recently. Some of it, I think, justified. Some of it is over the top when you look at what he's actually done this season and what he's been relied on to do. He's not in. Obviously, that's a suspension thing, but I wouldn't have been surprised to see him drop to the bench anyway, to be honest. Fred, yanked off at half-time. I said yanked off at half-time. And he's on the bench for the first time, I think, in a Rangnick game, not starting the game. Matic and McTominay, 2 absolute trees in midfield. We'll see how that plays out. Maybe that's to sort of counteract how Burnley play, a bit more physical, taller, more capable of winning headers than Fred. Or maybe do you think that's a bit of a punishment for Fred for, being very wasteful in the first half of the night?
I think, like you said, you're always as good as your last performance, whether you've been great over the past couple of weeks since the new manager's come in. But again, Ange's hit the nail on the head. If you're not playing well, then you shouldn't play.
But do you think,
simple as that.
Do you think that was one of the things Ole got wrong toward the end? He really hunkered down and relied on that spine, didn't he? Rashford, Maguire, Bruno.
Which I guess in some respects you can say, if you're looking at that positively, like, oh, he's backing his players, you know, you could go into the, psychologically, what does it do to players to, you know, just drag them off when they're bad? Like, at least he's showing that he has belief in them and all that type of stuff. But when you're not getting the results, you don't really get that privilege of doing that.
And it's a results-driven business, isn't it? And the new manager's come in, and he's obviously everyone's thinking, he's got these fantastic ideas, but at the end of the day, if he doesn't get the results, we're back to square one.
And I think it's good that he's come in. Obviously, the first couple of games, I think we played the same team back to back in the league, and he kind of said that first game, he was like, this team just did well in the last game. They're all still fit. I'm going to play them again. And then he played the same team again, essentially saying, why change it? It's doing all right. So this is really the first. The Norwich game wasn't great, but we won. So, you know, this is the first time we've not played well and dropped points in the league under Rangnick. And straight away, 6 changes.
Yeah, ruthless, really.
Only sort of maybe 4 of them, 2 of them were forced. You could say Varane was forced, and obviously Bruno.
Yeah.
The other one, big changes. And that's what a lot of people said he needed to do. The players not up to scratch, not performing. You don't get to play every week, and it's as simple as that. I'm glad he's done that. I'm really glad he's done that.
It's ruthless. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a big opportunity for Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, though, isn't it? As well, like they've not really played much under the new manager, so they've got to come in and make a positive impact. If they don't, he'll just revert back to what he's been used to. Dalot and Telles. It's as simple as that.
KJ 2020 says, if you're not playing well, you're not playing unless you're Harry Maguire. I get that, but if you look at who's fit, Varane presumably isn't fit to start because he's been out for months and it's 2 games in 3 days. We've had to get Eric Bailly back from the African Cup of Nations to play this game. So unless you wanted to play Bailly and Phil Jones, even a sort of Maguire not at his best is still more match fit, match ready, a better player than the Phil Jones we've seen in the last 2 years, which is
we've not seen him, have we? We don't know what conditioning is.
I understand the point. I think if maybe Lindelof and Varane were fully fit, then you could say, why hasn't Maguire been dropped? But I see why he's sort of trapped into the position he is. Let's have a look at the midfield then. Matic and McTominay, does that worry you, Ange? Because it's big and it's quite slow and it lacks that agility, it lacks that sort of tenacity that you get with Fred, as many problems as he has. Did you expect maybe Donny in there, Fred? What's going on there?
I would have liked to have seen Donny, but I don't know if maybe the fact that it's cloudy.
Why don't anyone like him? How weird is it? No one ever picks him. What's going on?
It's like I'm feeling so sorry for this guy, and I saw him.
I feel bad for him, but he can't get a game.
And it's like I even saw him on. It was some of Man United's social media, and he was talking about how he celebrates Christmas, and like even I felt sorry for him when he was talking about that. Like I just feel sorry for him left, right, and centre.
Yeah, his family do Christmas, and he has to be on the bench in the other room. Yeah, can I come in?
No. Table on his own.
Yeah, when Nana's tired, she'll sub on for 5 minutes.
Wow.
But
can I watch the Royal Family Christmas special? You can watch the last 5 minutes when Nana's fallen asleep.
I do feel bad for him, and I guess this would have been a really nice situation for him to maybe, have a chance, because has he even really had a chance at this point?
That's the mad thing for me. The best he's ever been for United is the last 3 or 4 appearances he's had. It's not like he started great and then he's been sloppy. I think it took him a while to get going, but I thought he was really good in those games under Carrick and just like before Ollie left. I thought he was playing well and looked like we might have a chance now. And it's just, again, Danny in the Super Chat says, got to be confirmation that Van der Beek isn't this level. 3 managers watch him every day in training and think, nah, other than Maguire, I'm happy with this lineup. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? The Van der Beek thing's so weird.
It's confusing.
Watching from the outside in, and I've not always been someone, I'll admit, that thought he should be playing week in, week out based on what we'd seen. But the fact that so many changes have been made, he's clearly not happy with the team. He's clearly not happy with some of the performers in that team. And then he still doesn't get picked, and Carrick still didn't pick him. And even when Ollie was, not in desperation mode, but he's going for 5 at the back, he's trying this, he's basically fighting for his job, which we knew at the time and obviously didn't manage to succeed. Even then, he wasn't, right, I'm going to play Donny every week. It's very interesting. Matthew Lovett says, watch along tonight while building a Lego Old Trafford. Very nice. Is that a Christmas present?
Go on, the lad.
Good feeling about tonight's game, up the Reds.
don't break it if we
Like
don't have a good
Don't smash it,
performance.
Yeah, it's like some kind of
Burnley score, that's getting smashed.
what's it called where you put pins in the doll? What's that called?
Voodoo.
Yeah, like a little voodoo Old Trafford he's got.
Wow.
He puts all the players on, just crushes the Chris Wood one, immediately goes down with severe spinal injuries in real life. If you do have that power, use it for good.
Yes.
Juan Martinez, who's been a member for 14 months. Klopp rarely rotates players. Pep rotates daily. Unfortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all solution.
Yep.
That's very true. Happy holidays to all the Paddock crew. Happy holidays,
Happy holidays
to you too. That's a good point. There is like this thing of when you see pundits going, I don't think the 4-2-2 is working. I don't see how it can work. Well, there's no one formation that wins things. 4-4-2 does sometimes. Conte uses 3 at the back. Jose's used 4-2-3-1. Pep uses a mixture of things. Klopp uses there's
they all
no
have different systems.
Yeah, they all have
they?
different systems, different
Works
formations.
for different type of players as well.
Exactly.
It's interesting with them two in there, though, like you said, because if Burnley are Burnley, aren't they? They're very direct. So clearly, them two are in there to pick up the second balls, and Fred wouldn't do that for you, would he?
No.
He'll rat around, he'll have that energy, but he wouldn't do what them guys would do.
No.
And he might get bullied in today's game. So,
and also the weird thing for me is like we were talking about the other day when people were saying, "Oh, St. Maximin or this Newcastle side or whatever," and people talk today about Burnley very direct, they're very good in there and all this. And you think, yeah, but you wouldn't swap any of their players for our players. At some point, we have to start looking better than teams that are fighting for Premier League survival. Like, how come every week we look basically as good as Norwich, scraped to win? We look we look worse than Newcastle, scraped to draw.
Yeah.
Like, even if they have a good day, we have a bad day. At some point, surely we have a decent day, even if it's just random. Let's just have one easy, comfortable game for once.
That's for me though. That's what separates like the top teams. Like we've done it for years. United have done it for years. When they're not necessarily on the ball, they scrape last-minute winners. They scrape 1-0 wins, and that's what they're like. I know it hates me to say it. That's what Liverpool and City are doing. Obviously, Liverpool didn't do it against Leicester.
No,
but that's what they're doing
at
the moment. At the moment, we're just, if we're having a bad game, we're suffering, we're getting defeats, we're getting draws. But hopefully today we whack these one. Yeah. We whack these for 5 today.
Give them an absolute battering. GMCG, welcome to the first team who's been a member for 10 months. Now, if you aren't a member already, you hear about the memberships, you hear us talking about it. Click the join button under the video. Also, we'll be putting it in the comments. We are into our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, which is a very special giveaway where every day for the 12 days of Christmas, we're giving away gifts to our members, right? Day 1, McKenna Middlebrook, winner. Day 2, Chris Sturges, winner. Day 3, Guillermo Stenner. Yeah, that's right.
Great name.
Winner. Day 4, Stuart Browning, winner. Day 5's winner will be announced on the review today. And on the 12th day of Christmas, we will be giving away a Sony PlayStation 5. If you want to be in with a chance of winning it, and you also get extra content, discount on merch, entry into the members group on Facebook, hit the join button in the comments, hit the join button below the video. It helps the channel out as well, and you get a chance to win all of those prizes. Hit the join button. It's great stuff. Right.
Unreal, that job.
Was that good?
That was unreal. It's like
Salesman.
It's like you was reading an auto cue, but you wasn't.
I wasn't reading anything. It's unreal. That was out my head. I'm like Barry Scott.
Well done, bud. That was class.
But yeah, hit the join button. Thank you. I lost it then. I lost all my composure by just going,
Sorry,
bud.
Sorry, bud.
Jedsi Thor says, literally sending this to tell Ange to tilt her mic because we can barely hear her.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Your mic. Tilt it this way a little bit. Towards your chin. Yeah.
Let me know if that's
we should be monitoring the sound, hopefully, so if it is a bit low, we can turn you up. Yes. Joey, but thank you very much for your super chat. Joey Lopeza says, not a single creative player outside of Sancho. If we can just get the team back on the screen in a second, so we have to take it off to get the 12 Days of Paddock stuff up. The creativity...
Let's have a look. Sancho, Greenwood.
You know what? You're not far off with that because Greenwood, yes, he can put a pass together. He's not a Bruno Fernandes or a Sancho. I would say our second best creator in there is arguably Matic in terms of the ability to break the lines with a pass. Obviously, he's not doing it 18 yards out. But yeah, you're relying on Sancho for a lot there, aren't you?
Not far off.
Is that a problem you think we have anyway? Because as good as Rashford is, he's not a natural creator the way Sancho and Bruno are. Do you think sometimes we're like that anyway? Because Cavani and Ronaldo up there, they're looking for themselves primarily.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, they need the service to do what they do best, don't they? Yeah. You're looking at the team. Sancho, when he's on his day, lots of creativity. Greenwood sort of carves open opportunities for himself more than create for me. Like half a yard, gets his shots off. Like you said, Matic from a deep line, breaking lines. You've got to rely on your fullbacks a lot, though, for me.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
You've got to rely on them. And Wan-Bissaka, sorry, he's come under, a lot of stick for his end product. Shaw, for me, on his day, when he's up and down, he creates a lot. And his involvement in goals, we've not seen that in quite a while. Hopefully we'll see it tonight. But Wan-Bissaka, he needs to do a lot better going forward for me.
S-Ben360 kind of follows on with that. He says, Luke Shaw is a creator. He's got a good cross. Yeah, and he did get, half a dozen or so assists last season. He can be a creator when he's on form.
Yeah.
And I was watching, I saw it on Reddit, I think it was. It was like a highlights package of Harry Maguire at the Euros, basically trying to say, this is a good player we've got here. Remember how good he was in the summer. I was watching it, and the amount of times it was balls either from him to Shaw, Shaw making brilliant runs in behind, like balls coming over the top on the last man, taking him on his chest, whipping him across, or it would be Shaw to Maguire for crosses and stuff. Like, you forget just how good Luke Shaw was last season.
Yeah.
And how good he was for England.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Brilliant.
And then at the Euros.
And then he just didn't seem to want to attack or defend at the start of the season. Like he didn't fancy himself to get forward because he knew he wouldn't be able to get back. So he was almost sort of stuck in this middle ground where he's not really doing either.
He's not.
Like, you have to be
And then
exceptional
he's
at
a
one,
passenger
or if
then,
not
isn't he?
both. Yeah, exactly. But if you can get back to that, then you've got another creative player on that side.
Brilliant.
Because he can get, especially in a system that emphasizes attacking fullbacks.
Yeah.
He could easily get you, I'd say, on a good season, double-digit assists. You know, across all competitions. And that's a good point. Hopefully we can start seeing that. Matt Moss, who's been a member for 13 months, thank you very much for joining. It says 3-0 tonight for the boys. We'll go into some score predictions in a little bit. But let's move up the pitch slightly. No Marcus Rashford. Are you surprised by that, Ange? Do you think that's the right decision? What are your thoughts on him at the minute? Because he's been someone who's not necessarily been named as much as maybe Bruno and Maguire, but hasn't really been at it, has he?
No, we have not seen the best of Marcus Rashford. And if I'm going on that philosophy of if you don't perform well, you shouldn't be in the team.
You like that philosophy?
I do like that
It's
philosophy.
good. It's good. That's how it should be.
Then he shouldn't be in the team. He was given an opportunity in the last game. And was it the last game or the game before? I'm getting myself so confused now. Was it the last game when we were all quite surprised that he wasn't taken off or something like that? I know that we were surprised he was in the starting lineup for the last game.
Well, it's happened quite a lot, hasn't it, this season, where Sancho will get subbed off instead of him. It's happened all season, so
exactly.
It's been a trend.
So I feel like he's been given ample opportunities, and I'm not trying to be a Rashford hater or anything like that, but I do think he's been given enough opportunities, and we need to try something different. It's not been working recently, which is why there are some concerns in that team. But on the whole, I'm just happy to see that a statement has kind of been made. I always, you hope that you're going to see the best of Marcus Rashford, and it's always you get excited when you see him in the lineup and you think you're going to see the best of him. But we've not been seen, so it makes sense that he's not in the team.
Do you agree with that?
I totally agree with it. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we've seen the best of him since he's come back from his injury.
Yeah.
I think in the games that he has played, he's been poor. To be honest, I don't think he's given us anything going forward. Talk about end product. Not give it. I don't want to slate him because he's a elite footballer and he's a brilliant player. But he really needs to just maybe have a bit of time out of the team, work hard, try and get back in the team, and just. Going back a couple of seasons ago, he was probably our best player. Before Bruno come in, we relied on him so much.
And even after Bruno, he's been our second best player.
Best player he's been. We've relied on him so much, and I think, he's come back from this injury. He's not been himself. I want to see the old Marcus Rashford back where he's exciting, he's getting at players and scoring goals, Yeah. I thought when his first game back, when he scored, and I thought that would give him a load of confidence to go on and to kick on. I've just not really seen it from him. And watching the game against Newcastle, it sounds awful. I was sort of like embarrassed for him at times when he was like seeing a shot when he shanks it into the Newcastle fan. I'm thinking, what's going on here? That's just not him. So hopefully he gets back.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I was thinking about this. I was thinking, I mean, obviously he might just not be match fit. He might be struggling with the system he's being asked to play, positioning, that kind of thing, just not suiting him. I wonder though if it's a psychological thing, because if you think he's been having to play in a sort of suboptimal way for essentially 12 months or so now. Was it January last year? January this year when he got injured. So he's been having to play in his head going, I can't shoulder barge on that side because my shoulder hurts. I can't turn this way because my ankle hurts. And he's might well have like slowly changed his game to the point where he's more timid. He's not doing the things he normally would. He doesn't have the confidence in himself physically. And that probably takes a little bit of time to sort of unwrite those new rules he's put in his head. Because he was saying he couldn't sprint properly because you pump your shoulders through, your arms through, obviously, to sprint. And because his shoulder hurt so much, he couldn't sprint properly. So then how long does it take you to relearn how to sprint properly or to know when to trust yourself? I wonder if he's still
for me,
carrying a little mental sort of hamstringing of himself from when he did have his injury.
Yeah, you
bit of a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, no,
there,
you're right. Might be right. Might be the mental side, but I've always said this: if the lads are not fully fit to play, they shouldn't play. Even if he needs that extra time to stay away, and if the club do things right and explain, he is right, but these are the things that we need to keep working on with, giving us the fans a clear picture on what's going on. Then it's worse for him if he comes back and he's not right, and then he's making these excuses. Everyone's thinking, well, you've been making excuses for so long. Like, is this legit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the club do things properly and make sure he's right before he comes back in, and then that's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but I think
maybe some of that he can only learn by playing though. Like he can only
possibly,
get that final. Because the thing is, as you know, the difference between a very good player or a decent player like he's been at the minute, he's not been great. He's been decent to average Premier League.
He's an elite
player.
footballer, isn't he? At the end of the day,
that difference isn't that much. The difference is consistency and
definitely
that final 2, 3, 4%. Maybe you can't get that back without playing. Like it's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
So maybe he's not as far off as he looks at the minute, but it's not quite clicking, is it? Mace Windex says, "How tall is Joe?" 4'6", but I've got very severe buttock lifts that I sit on while I'm doing the videos. I don't think we have the players to play this formation. Interesting. Well, that's a weird one, isn't it? Because the 4-2-2 thing, like I said before, has come under a lot of stick recently, or some stick anyway. Do you think that's an issue, or do you think it is just a case of we aren't playing well? Because realistically, this team hasn't played well in 5 months. Like, we've not played well all season, have we? And just because the new manager comes in, don't mean everyone goes, right, let's be brilliant again. Maybe it just takes a little bit of time for these players to get good, or do you think that the system's a problem?
I mean, it's a very good excuse to say it's the system that's the problem. I would really like to think that as much as they've not played the system before, so it might take a little bit of teething to kind of get used to it, I would really like to think that these players, when it comes to football, are educated enough to be able to adapt.
Yeah.
If you're paying X amount of money for these people, I would really like to think that they could make things work, and that the coaches and the management are also educated enough to make it work. So, but I am not a footballer, and I don't, and that's not, my area of expertise to give my opinion on. But that, as an outsider looking in, you would really like to think that they would be able to adapt to it. Yes, there have been setbacks with COVID and, them not being able to train, and obviously a new manager and all that type of stuff. But then on the other hand, maybe it is a little bit difficult to try and adapt to it, and maybe we don't 100% have the players to fit it. But I feel like, have the other formations been working that perfectly?
That's what I'm saying,
why not, at least, if this is, a very tactically minded manager, if this is what he's coming up with that he believes can be the key, to the problem, then why not give it a good go? And at least then and you'd like to think he knows what he's talking about, to say, scrap all these other formations, we're doing this one. He's not just done it for a laugh.
No, and it's not even something that he's always done. He doesn't. He hasn't played 4-2-2 everywhere.
No.
He's played it. I think was it at Leipzig. He played it basically once, or for one spell. But he said in the past he picks the formation to suit the players.
Exactly. It's not like he's being stubborn and saying, I've always played this formation, so this is what we're going to do. He has clearly seen something in order to put this formation into place. And I think that you've got to respect it, and you've got to give it a go, because like I say, nothing else has actually been working that well. And like I say, I don't think the players have got that much of an excuse, because I would like to think they would be able to adapt. I don't know.
Lads have got to take responsibility as well. Like, we said it loads of times, when they got cross that white line, they need to take responsibility of their performances. I actually quite like this system, to be honest. I think...
What do you think of that then? I'll ask you about that, because obviously, tell people of your footballing. What standard have you played at, just so people know?
Professionally, played in League 2 for
Right.
Accrington Stanley.
So you know
Who are they?
well,
Exactly.
but you
That's
know
on
what
the
it's like
comments.
to be
Up
a
the
professional
RH.
footballer.
Come on, Ange, up the RH.
You know what it's like
But-
to be a professional footballer,
Yeah.
where most people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, in the last few months, this is a thought I had, is that Ollie's got almost all of the stick for how we've played, right? And then now the new manager comes in, and finally, I would say the players are actually starting to get a bit of blame for not like some of the things Rangnick was saying the other day about going for second balls, not being physical. They're basics, aren't
basics.
they? Do you think they've gotten away with it a little bit because
I do.
Ollie was the fall guy for him?
With Ollie again was a fall guy, and
Yeah.
the lads have got to take responsibility. And when he was at Watford, when Bruno was pointing at all the lads saying, "Listen, it's not him. You know, he sends us across the white line. We've got to do the job." My opinion on Ollie is he steadied the ship. He did a brilliant job, and it was his time to go. It was the right time for him to go.
By the way.
A new manager comes in, and speaking from experience, when a new manager comes in, you're eager to impress. So these lads will be in training, working hard in the game, showing everything that they've got. But that wears off. The novelty wears off, where you're thinking, right, I know what he's about here. He might not fancy me. Like Van der Beek, he might be doing everything in training, thinking, what have I got to do to get a break here? Certain lads might think, you know, this is not for me, blah, blah, blah. And them lads won't play. Lads won't play. So I think no matter, Ange, I agree with you, no matter what system them lads play, these are elite footballers. They've had education for, you know, in the game since they was young. They've played for various different managers. They know how to play the game in various different systems. So I'm glad that it's not all coming down to the manager at the moment. The lads have got to, and I hate bashing the lads, you know what I mean? These lads are, you know, we love the team, we love the club, and we love the players at the end of the day, so they shouldn't be getting the bashing. But if it's rightly so, it's not always the manager's fault. It's not always the blame game. Always this, always that. Rangnick's to come in. He's making them train at all hours. He's doing this and doing that. So what? The professional footballers.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you see some of that stuff and think, like, the stuff about some of them are annoyed because they've got to train till 5 p.m. and all this sort of stuff. What do you think
I
of that?
might not want to work till 5 p.m. Like.
No, I get. Listen, a typical day in a footballer's life is, you know, get up, breakfast there, train, dinner, home. Yeah, that's everyone takes them. It might be on the golf course in the afternoon, they might be doing whatever. But if a new manager comes in and wants to do things a certain way, you've got no choice but to do it. If we've got a game, if they've got a game at 7:45 and he wants the lads in at 7:45 to train, what are you going to do? No, I'm not coming in.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to get fined. You're not going to play. Like, you know, if your boss said to you, and you know, coming at this certain time, no, I'm not doing that. I'm used to getting up, having my breakfast, coming in at a time. It's not going to work, you know. So,
but do you worry? My worry is that with, you know, I'm not naming any particular name because I don't know if this is happening, so I couldn't attribute it to any specific
I know what you're going to say, yeah. Like Ronaldo.
No,
that's what you're going to say.
No,
Is it upsetting him?
Do you think there's a certain level where the players go, well, you know what, I'm going to be longer than you anyway. Even if, let's say Rangnick had a 5-year contract, let's say he wasn't temporary, which he is, which only exacerbates this problem. Let's say he had a 5-year deal. Someone like, let's say you had 4 years left on your contract as a player. That's more security than a 5-year deal for the manager. 2 years is more security than a 5-year deal for a manager. At a certain level, do you think they just go, well, if we don't like it, we'll just fuck you off? But do you think that happens?
It possibly will, but
you're not a good professional, though.
No, of course not. But like the players know they're more secure in their contract than the manager is in theirs.
It wouldn't surprise me if some people think like that, because I guess in all walks of life and all different workplaces, you do get people like that.
Some players will think that.
Yeah.
Not naming names.
If we
not naming names, some people might think
if
that.
we just take the piss, if we don't try, if we get this wrong, we'll just get a new manager and maybe we'll like him more. We don't like this.
But how many times do you do that until they'll get rid of the lads?
Yeah, of course. But
how many times?
You get a couple of goes at that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they are doing that, but
if
that ever
happens.
happens.
We have though, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like obviously Mourinho, lads fell out with him.
Yeah.
You know, Ole. I know the lads didn't fall out with him, but they sort of like
you could tell
lost respect or whatever as a manager.
They lost belief in him, I think, didn't they? By the end.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of super chats. Matthew, love it. Welcome to the first team. Thank you very much for joining. You're entered for all of the rest of the 12 days of Paddock giveaway. James Gillespie, member for 9 months. Ronaldo and Cavani starting. Can't wait. That's more like
That's good.
Yeah.
Good positivity. I like that.
Shout. I don't know what that is.
I'm excited to see them two play together, though. I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Two oldies together.
Cavani, for an old day, he's got energy, and he'll do all that doggy stuff, and then obviously Ronaldo will do his thing. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. Suresh says, how does McTominay start every game but Donny doesn't? It's got to the point where The only thing I can say is they see him in training and we don't, because I don't really get it either. No. The only difference between us, I mean, obviously not the only difference, but the big difference between us and the managers is they see him every day and they know football and they have the coaching badge and they know systems and they know it better than we do. So
in that system, like playing against Burnley, for example, I want Donny to play. I'm a big fan of him. Yeah. Would you trust him in that too against a team like Burnley? Yeah. Because if you're not trusting Fred to do that job, are you trusting Donny? Because Fred will give you more off the ball than what Donny does. Yeah. So I want to see him play. I want to see Donny play.
I wouldn't say even on his best day that this is Donny's ideal game.
No, it's not.
Let's go through Burnley's team because you mentioned it there. They've got Hennessy in goal, Lowton, Tarkowski, me and Taylor as their back four. Then Goodmanson, Westwood, Cork and McNeil midfield, and it's Wood and Aaron Lennon up front. Some decent players in there. It's very Burnley, isn't it? 4-4-2. You know what to kind of expect from Burnley. Aaron Lennon's a bit of a different prospect to the rest of them. You know, obviously we know Aaron Lennon, but it's very Burnley. Like you said, it's going to be some long balls, going to be some set pieces. Second
They'll be very organised as well. They'll be sort of come and break us down.
Yeah, and they're in a tricky position where they're currently in the bottom three, but they've played, they've got 11 points after 15 games. The team below them, Newcastle, have got 11 points after 19 games. They played 4 more games than Watford, who are directly above them. 2 points clear, but they're 2 games in hand.
When was the last game that they played? It was a long time ago.
I think it was the what did you say, Cam?
12th of December.
12th of December, Burnley's last game? Yeah. Something like that. So they've basically missed 4 games that other people have played. So they're in a strange position where, let's say they win 2 of their next 4 games, all of a sudden they're 16th and fine. So, you know, there's a lot to play for them because if they don't do well in these games in hand, they're really down there and struggling. So it's big for them. I just want to change subject slightly. I mean, still football. Can we have a little chat about what Romelu Lukaku's been saying tonight?
Ooh,
because it was only like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Chelsea were top of the league. Everyone was flying. They basically hadn't had a dip in form since Tuchel came in. Mm-hmm. Now they've drawn 3 of their last 5 games. They look like they might be out the title race already because City just keep winning. Currently City have got 50 points after 20 games. Chelsea have got 42. You know, they're 8 points off them. And Lukaku has absolutely kicked off. He said, now it's the right time to share my feelings. I've always said it, that in my heart, I always said I have Inter in my heart. Sorry. I know I will return to Inter. I really hope so. I'm in love with Italy. This is the right moment to talk and let people know what really happened.
Is it?
Here's the big thing, right? That one is, he's talking about move elsewhere. People get annoyed at that. This is the main one. Physically, I'm fine. So just so you know, I'm not injured. Any problems is nothing to do with me. But I'm not happy with the situation at Chelsea. Oh. Tuchel's chosen to play with another system. I won't give up. I'll be professional. I am not happy with the situation, but I am professional, and I can't give up now. Do you think it's professional coming out and saying how unhappy you are?
If you say something enough times, it doesn't make it true.
No,
Lukaku.
I'm professional. I'm professional.
I'm really professional. But I'm going to make a really unprofessional statement about my manager, my teammates, the club that I'm at, and my old club.
And I was saying,
so why did he move then? If he's in love with it and
money talk.
Sanj.
Yeah, exactly. And also, because their manager left, Conte left, and he probably thought, well, Inter ain't going to win the league again. And now they're 4 points clear at the top, you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Inter Milan situation, there were a lot of rumours that the whole reason why Conte apparently left was because they were clearing out quite a few players. Yeah. He was getting frustrated that they weren't investing in extra players. They were actually getting rid of the good ones. Obviously, Lukaku, when there's a lot of discussion about Lautaro Martinez and his new contract
like he was gonna go,
and the whole money situation. And I think it was a case as a football fan, on the outside looking in, it looked like Chelsea came knocking with the right offer. Lukaku didn't mind maybe going back to the Premier League, trying to prove himself.
Yeah, and getting himself maybe 10 million quid up front as well.
Exactly. A little bit of money in his back pocket. He assumed that he would be getting a lot of respect, which I think he has got in the Premier League, but obviously, being one of the top scorers in Serie A, winning the title, it's clearly not... I didn't think it was that bad that we had to go there and, make those kind of statements. It's almost like, you're saying that you're still in love with your ex-partner or something.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like my girlfriend, but my ex was fit.
Yeah. It is literally
and his thing as well, he says, I'm in love with it. This is the right moment to talk, which basically means I've waited till Chelsea have dropped a few points and now I'm going to kick them while they're down.
Does he realise he's only been there a few months?
And he's been injured for half
Does he realise who he's talking to as well? I said it before, didn't we? He's speaking to Sky Italia. You're talking to. It's like he's talking to his mate.
know.
Like,
That thing that
Must be time to talk here,
If
but-
I was a Chelsea fan, I would not be happy.
No, and we saw
about that.
as he
Cam's
was leaving
fuming.
United, the whole him leaking that who's the fastest in the dressing room thing, which basically got everyone calling Luke Shaw a fat slow bastard because he was at the bottom. But like just little things where you go, that's inside information. That's like he has had
There's
these
some
moments
things
of
you don't talk
unprofessionalism sort of dotted throughout his career, hasn't
Who's
he?
his agent?
I don't
It's
actually
not
know.
Raiola,
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
Just checking.
It's not. No, it's not.
I'll have a look
I guess
at
he
his
Have a
does
look
most
at
of the
that.
dirty work with his players.
It's
but-
Federico Pastorello, who I'm
Okay.
I'm sure he
Well,
manages loads of great
Federico
players.
needs to have a word
Top
with him,
name.
I think.
'Cause that's
Yeah, but
savage.
you know what? That's a great point. Like, surely who's looking after him is not advising him to come out and say that.
He's
like,
only been, like you said,
that's
he's only
not
been there
right,
4
is it?
months.
Had he
Like-
have been at Chelsea for like 2 seasons and he'd had a really rough... If it was like Van der Beek saying
Yeah.
that, you could kind of
Yeah.
understand it a little bit
More
more.
than that,
You
because
hit
they
the-
spent 80 million quid on him as well.
You
He
hit the
like
nail
club
on the head. He's
record
been out of the
signing.
team a few times, and the system's changed, and he's
Yeah.
seen his arse, hasn't he? And
That's
it's
mad.
a big, and it's a
I mean,
big
I
backside
love
as
seeing
well.
it, but I was quite hoping Chelsea would stop City and Liverpool winning the league this year. After United fell away,
Yeah.
I'd pick Chelsea.
off.
Out of
And
the
I'm
next
very
bunch.
interested to see
That ain't
what
gonna
the
happen.
manager's
Not now.
response to that is the next
Yeah.
time he's in
He
front
won't be playing.
of... yeah, I was going to say.
Can't
And will
imagine it.
Lukaku be playing in the Liverpool game now
Yeah.
at the
Don't
weekend?
think so.
Interesting.
But that's mad, isn't it? And I mean,
Disrespectful.
yeah,
Very
massive
much
Mad
so, yeah.
disrespectful. Considering, Chelsea are not a bad team. They've just won the Champions League, mate.
Mm.
And you're going to start kicking off because the system doesn't suit you. It's like...
And they're a
Right,
bit, they're a distance away, but they're still second in the league.
Exactly.
Like it's not like they're
It's not
seventh.
over yet. I mean, yes, City would have to slip up a considerable amount.
Yeah.
But it's not completely done and dusted
No,
mathematically.
20 games gone.
And yeah, I just
Funny, though.
think,
Very much so.
very
Yeah, you got to laugh, haven't you? It's not us for
entertaining,
once, is it?
mad
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say
disrespectful,
at least he's not at United anymore because that sort
Yeah.
of thing is absolute bullshit, isn't it? We've got a couple of quotes from Ralph Rangnick. He said, "Since we only played 3 days ago, we got back very late in the middle of the night. We couldn't train very much, so I tried to prepare the team in the locker room with
scared.
regard to what the plan should look like. Basically, we hadn't trained.
This is a last-minute job.
Yeah, we barely had time to do anything.
We
to
got
be
home
honest.
late at night.
You
He's
know
helping
what?
Some
himself.
of them still got the same pants on from the last game.
I
It
res-
stinks
I
in that
res-
room.
No,
I
mate.
respected the honesty.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's being a little bit too honest now
Yeah.
because, we got back in the middle of the night. Everyone's tired. Nobody can be bothered. We've not trained, and I've basically just told them what to do on the, on the bus to the stadium.
He's mentioned that second balls thing again here. He said Burnley play a lot of long balls, on average more than 80 long balls in every game. He said so in the first instance we should try and prevent those long balls. But this will not always be possible, so it's about who wins the second balls.
So that goes down to
Same
Matic
thing.
and...
Yeah, Matic and McTominay.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
they're in there, presumably, because as much as you might like Donny, he's less capable of dealing
No,
with
it's
a
not
long
his
ball
game,
than
is it?
Matic and
It's not his
McTominay.
game, is it?
And I guess say what you want about the lineup, the manager, what he's done there's actual rhyme and reason to it, and he's almost kind of explained it there, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Danny Shields with a super chat. Thank you very much. He said Eddie and Jaden were the only outfield players who looked like they gave a crap when they came on. I agree with that. Players should be playing at a minimum not to embarrass themselves. Up the RH, up the Paddock, up the
Up the
fucking Reds.
RH, up the Paddock.
lad, that was good.
You know, I'm just looking at Sean
Hey,
Dyche there. If I grow a little finger,
Oh
I'm
my
Sean
God.
Dyche, mate.
Right, you
I was
put-
just looking
put a-
then,
put
like
a couple
little
stone
finger.
on.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm a
have
bit
you
Sean
got a Halloween
Dyche,
costume
mate.
sorted? Why have I asked you that? It's 11 months away.
Mate,
you
I'm
have
Sean
to go with
Dyche.
Sean Dyche.
I'll come on the watch along as Sean
How
Dyche,
tall
mate.
is Sean
Oh,
Dyche?
brilliant.
I don't
You
know,
can just
mate.
go like
Google
as a
this,
sort of
yeah.
like
Mate, I'm too small for that.
Diddy Dyche.
Diddy Dyche.
Oh
what
my
you
God,
can
there you go.
That's unreal.
Dyche.
That's unreal.
You
Diddy
actually,
Dyche.
you know what?
Cheers, Joe.
You
Thanks,
actually
mate.
look quite a bit like Sean. If you were his son,
So I talk differently. How does he talk? He talks like dead, like
big game today.
up the RH.
That's weird. That sounded like you were trying to be all like cheeky.
mate,
and
that's
cute.
bad, that.
That was weird. What channel is the game on? It's on Amazon Prime Vid. But you don't want to watch that. Watch this. Watch both. Here you go. What you do? One tab Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
One tab
perfect.
us. Check it out. Keep
Yeah.
watching. Can we get the team back on? I just want to run through it quickly.
Just a quick one for me. If you're
yeah.
Burnley here now, like, do you fancy your chances coming
Yeah.
to us tonight? I wonder what their mindset's like.
I wonder if they're like rusty as oat or whether
Yeah.
they're fresh as fuck.
I wonder they're
3 weeks
thinking
off.
we're up for grabs here.
Yeah, potentially.
Or
You'd have to be thinking that, surely. Like, we've been so poor pretty much
Yeah.
all season.
Yeah.
Other than half an hour
You've got
against
to be
Crystal
feeling
I hope
slightly
first half an
positive.
hour we're like 2-0 up or something.
Yeah.
If
Put them to
only.
bed. Imagine. About time we get a good game on here.
No.
Would you be surprised if they got relegated this season? I know it's.
Would I be surprised?
Nah.
They've been in the Prem for a good length of time now, though, haven't they?
They've been clawing on for dear life for so long. They've gotten pretty good at it, so maybe I would be surprised. But then, on the other hand, maybe the claws are getting weaker. I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it? Because they're one of those teams that feel like should have come up for a couple of seasons and then gone back down, but they're pretty much a mainstay.
But this is the one I was on about. The one with Rodriguez, whatever he's called.
Rodrigo.
Yeah. This one here now. Boom.
Oh, that's a good
goal. It's
goal,
a great goal, that, isn't it?
Shouldn't get caught in your near post like that, but it's a good finish. Jay Rodriguez.
Yeah,
that was last year, wasn't it? Where they beat us 2-0 at Old Trafford. That was the one where everyone thought Ollie was going to get sacked after that, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. Oh, it took him over a year to do it.
Exactly. Chris Wood scored only twice in his last 12 appearances. Interesting.
But going back to Burnley, they don't invest though, do they?
No.
Like they thought one of the major signings were like 10 mil. They don't really like invest in the team, so they're always going to be like that, aren't they? And like scraping for because they don't invest.
Yeah. Definitely, that's one of the. I know a couple of Burnley fans, and I think that's a massive frustration every time the transfer window comes around. There's not much excitement, to be honest.
No, it's not. Who did they sign this one? They signed some lad who he was quite excited about, but I don't know whether he plays. Who was it?
It wasn't Aaron Lennon, was it?
No, it wasn't him.
How long's he been there for?
A while.
I forgot he even existed,
When
Not
he
in
was
like
at
a horrible
Tottenham,
way.
he was rapid when he was at Tottenham, remember?
Yeah.
He was rapid there, yeah.
He's got to be in his 30s now, and Aaron Lennon?
Surely, yeah.
Aaron Lennon. He went away, then came back. 34 years old.
Where did he go?
What do you mean he went away? That sounds
Went abroad.
Went abroad.
That sounds really weird.
Went to get a bit of sun and then come back.
Yeah. This team then, you mentioned before about Ronaldo and Cavani playing together. I think this is the first time they've started together, or certainly in recent weeks and months, because Cavani's been out for a long time. Do you see that partnership working? And we're talking about the 4-2-2. Is that your ideal front two there, or do you think this is a rotation almost?
I think if them two are fit, then surely you've got to play them.
Yeah.
But you made a good point. It's got to be the deliveries in. They've got to have the service. They've got to have things to work with. And I think if they don't have that, then they're going to get very frustrated. But for me, if Cavani's working hard and making nice movement to allow space for Ronaldo, you fancy him to finish the job if he's in them areas.
The thing with Cavani is he's just involved so much, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like the other day he came on, I know he scored, but he had 5 shots, scuffed 4 of them, including the one he put in. The only one he didn't scuff is the one that hit the defender or the goalie and came straight back to him for the goal. But he had 5 shots. And he came on and he's just involved all the time. He's in the right place. His positioning is absolutely impeccable. His work rate is brilliant. It's a shame that he's been injured so much because he's just someone who is like, I bet, I don't know his shot conversion rate, but I bet it wouldn't be elite of the elite, but I bet his number of chances is ridiculous because his positioning and all that is brilliant. Do you think that's the sort of the ideal partnership up there? Average age 35 and a half, but Cavani obviously doesn't play like he's in his mid-30s, does he?
Age is just a number. So,
You're on
So, no, I think I'm really excited to see it. I think it is a good combination. Both, talented players, both very goal hungry. I mean, is Cavani going to put in a little bit more work? I would probably say so. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing the two of them work together. Obviously, I know Cavani's only got a contract until the summer, isn't it? Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen, but we don't know how long we've got these two playing together, so why not make good use of them? So yeah, I'm excited to see what they bring to the table, but definitely I feel like I'm not dissing Ronaldo at all. Still one of the world's greatest and all that, but I am excited to see Cavani, and I think his work rate is definitely going to stand out.
I think Ronaldo might be the main reason we play 4-2-2. I think having someone more industrious alongside him might be the single biggest reason we actually play this formation.
Considering we're not really getting as much good service as well, maybe.
Cavani's very intelligent with his movement, like I said before. Like he just seems to do that really, really, really well. So he'll just leave gaps for Ronaldo, and hopefully he can just slot him home, and we can have a nice evening on the Watchalong and have a good result rather
Fingers
than
crossed.
slagging them
Otherwise,
off.
I'm literally like...
It's always Joe as the host as well. Joe's always the host of it.
So you have a bad time because Man United
It's
are
mad.
shit.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. That's how it's kind of
That's
feeling
how
it's
recently.
It's mad.
We're not coming back after this.
I know.
If this goes
I
downhill,
want a nice
we're taking a
result.
stand.
I'm sick of going mad on this Watchalong.
I want a nice result.
Please.
I want
Come
doesn't
on.
get, as they used to say at school. Surish says, what's the status on Pogba? Is he leaving? No one knows.
He's
but
in
if you
the
had to
UK
guess,
though,
you'd
isn't
say
he?
so, wouldn't you? He's in the UK. We
Yeah.
know that. We've learned that much. So that's the latest.
He's
on
on his
Pogba.
way out.
He's
That's
got
another
really.
dilemma, isn't it? That's
If he
just
wasn't gonna,
something.
if he wasn't going to leave, he would have signed a contract by now, surely.
Yeah.
Come on, let's you know. Hassan says United team are wank. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting that. Dan Kuma says we are way overdue a massive performance. We absolutely are. Get your score predictions in the comments. I'll read through some of those. Let me know what you think the score is going to be. And start with you. Score prediction, please.
I've been really positive, probably too positive at times. You know, with what was it I predicted? Stupid 4-0 or something for Newcastle, I think, or 3-0. I'm still. I don't know. I'd even be happy with 1-0 at this point.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? I think if we could keep a clean sheet, get a good goal and have a good performance, I would be happy with that. I kind of don't want to be too ahead of myself. So I had said 2-0 previously. I'm switching it to 1-0.
1-0. And we just saw a stat there, the results under Rangnick. It's been 1-0, 1-1, 1-0, 1-1. We haven't scored more than one goal under Rangnick, so 1-0 seems like the most likely winning outcome. What do you reckon, Ryan?
I'm going to go 2-0.
Yes.
I think get off to a good start, nice early goal. I think they'll be difficult. They'll come and just part of the bus, really, I think. And it's up to us to break them down. But I'm going to go 2-0. I'm quite confident with that as well.
Good. It'll be interesting to see how
nice
they play.
positivity, you know what I mean?
I wonder if they will completely sit back because they've not played much. They might be a bit leggy. They might be...
I don't know about any other way they can play, though, because they haven't got a philosophy where they can pass us off the park. Or it is very direct. And I don't know. This is the beauty of the game, isn't it, John?
Fergal McClements says with a super chat, what's the crack with Bruno? I've missed it. He's suspended. He's had 5 yellow cards. And I don't know when they get sort of wiped or sort of taken off, but he misses a game because he's had 5 yellow cards. So that's why he's not playing. We've got some predictions. Edgar says 1-1. The J Thang says 1-2. Eric Bay Masterclass incoming says Matthew Sargent. What else we got? Angad says 3-1 United. Overfloater. What's an overfloater? Like a blimp. Just floating over. He says 1-1 full time, like that. Daniel Lingard 1-0. Jacob OC says 2-0. Yeah, a lot of close calls here. 2-0, 2-1s. Yeah. The general consensus, it's going to be pretty tight. Before we carry on, this show is sponsored by Manscaped. If we can just get that moved over. There we go. Great. Ho, 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 gentlemen. The holidays have come early this year, haven't they, Ryan?
Yeah, they have, bud.
I mean, not that early because it's already happened, Christmas now, but...
Nice. Next year's holidays.
Next year's holidays have already come now. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Santa's beard isn't so appealing when it's coming out your trousers. In that right, Ryan?
It is, Joe. Absolutely spot on.
Exactly. And that's why Manscaped are the leaders in the below-the-waist grooming. Basically, you know, your business.
Below the waist.
Below the waist. Speaks for itself. Now available in your country. Not sure what I was going to say there. Now available in your coin purse. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped to keep their trees trimmed and their baubles polished.
Unreal.
Use the code PADDOCK at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping.
Wow.
That's a great deal.
100%.
And yes, you know, you might have missed it for the Christmas gift, but it's still the festive season. And here's what you get. Listen up.
Some people are still doing Secret Santas and haven't even, you know, met up with people to do them.
Manscaped's the one. Manscaped's the one.
If you need a gift, or also, it's not even a gift, just treat yourself. New Year,
Self-care.
new me and all that.
Yeah.
New Year's resolution. Well, how about New Year's 7,000 revolutions per minute? Because that's how fast the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 moves.
Wow.
Fantastic. The perfect package comes with the crop preserver, which is, it's like a deodorant for your balls, because sometimes they need it as well. Manscaped Performance Package also comes with the tools to clean up your delicate places. Included is the Weed Whacker. That's the ear and nose hair trimmer. Whacker. You've also got your main boy. That is the what's it called? The razor. That's the one. Anyway, it's all made with hypoallergenic ingredients that are vegan, cruelty-free, dye-free, and paraben-free. It is the season to load up on Manscaped products. So get yourself, your dad, your brother, and your friends the best gift of all, and that is the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Use the code PADDOCK at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Link in the comments. Brilliant. Click it in the description. Click it.
Oh.
Man United's team then.
Up the Manscaped.
Up the Manscaped, eh? We got through it, lads. Well done.
Well done, Joe.
Can a female use Manscaped? Yes. Simple. Right, let's get the team up. Just cut to the female. That's what we did. Right, we've got David De Gea. Not again. David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, and Luke Shaw. Then we've got. Thank you actually to Manscaped for sponsoring the show. It was really appreciated. Thank you. And my balls have never been better. Luke Shaw. We've got McTominay. We've got Matic. We've got Greenwood and Sancho. In behind Ronaldo and Cavani. The game is going to kick off in 10 minutes, but before that. Just looking at this lineup, are you happy with this? Would you have picked this? What changes would you have made?
Angie's crying.
I cried last week when Jordan was talking about if Cavani speaks Uruguayan.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The beautiful,
the
full
beautiful
Jordan.
language of Uruguayan.
What changes would you have made to this team if you were the manager?
I wouldn't have brought Wan-Bissaka in. I would have kept Dalot. I feel like it wasn't his best performance, but I've just seen on there he played a big role in the goal. Nice assist for the goal. Mm-hmm. He offers you something different going forward against Burnley as well. You need that, like I touched on before. You need, that you fullbacks bombing on and the creativity. Shaw, he will give you that on his day, and I hope that I see that from him today.
I think that's the difference, isn't it? We've seen things from Luke Shaw where you go on his day, he's exceptional.
Yeah, unplayable on his day.
Yeah, going forward. We've never quite seen that from Wan-Bissaka going forward, have we? But,
Yeah, definitely.
So you maybe would have stuck with Dalot, brought Shaw back in?
Yeah. It gives you a bit more than Tellers going forward. Yeah. Again, we keep saying on his day because that's the Shaw that we want to see. That more attacking-minded Shaw. It gives you a lot more than Tellers. Tellers has done well and he's kept his place, but, it's a big opportunity for them to.
This isn't the first kick up the arse that Luke Shaw's had, though, is it? He had it under Solskjaer. He had it big time under Jose, where he basically said, "I'm his brain." Yeah. Like he can't think for himself,
that was bad,
which was really bad. But again, he's been sort of dropped again, having had admittedly his best period. Do you think he's capable of coming back and getting back to those heights, or do you think, actually, if you look over the last 5 years, and this is my actual opinion, but you look over the last 5 years, the time where he's been top class is far outweighed by the time when he's been below par or not quite at it. Do you worry about that, or do you think he'll come good again?
I think I do worry about that a little bit, but you would like to think that if you've got that strong mentality to go through what he went through with Mourinho, and I think when a lot of that's come to light, it's been pretty brutal what has allegedly, gone on there. And if you can come through the other side of that and, get the flowers that he was given, especially during the Euros and stuff, I would really like to think that he could, come back again and perform well. It's in there. We know that he can do it. It's just about how you kind of get that out of him, kind of thing. So yeah, it's going to be a worry. I think Luke Shaw is always going to be one of those players that you worry about when you see him dipping a little bit. You think, oh no, is it going to come crumbling down again? But I think if you've done it before and you've been through what he's been through, I think you can definitely come out the other side again.
His mentality, like you said there, Ange, is extremely. He's brilliant.
He's proven that.
It's an elite mentality. Injury, really bad leg break, I think it was. Bad injury. Then you had the Mourinho saga. And you talk about it, in the summer with England, you're saying how best left back in the world. Yeah. Obviously, Roberto Carlos saying
he was getting stuck in.
He loved him, but that's again, it's football, isn't it? 1 minute you can be up there, and then you're down in the dumps, and it's up to him to have a good performance tonight and get us going and keep his place at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the first time since for a while that he's been really fought for that first team. Spot,
and sometimes that's a good thing, having that competition and having to fight for it. But I think we've spoken about it before. Quite a few players at different clubs since the Euros, not putting all the blame on the Euros, but we have seen quite a few rusty players, and you have to wonder, I think there has been a little bit of a knock-on effect, and as much as you can sit there and say, they get paid X amount of money, they should be able to, just get up and go. Everyone's human, and maybe there has been a little bit of a knock-on effect from the pandemic and how that kind of messed up everybody's routine, then having to play the Euros, what happened in the final, then, with United, things haven't been going too well. You don't know how it affects people.
What happened in the final of the Europa League as well, a couple of months before.
That as well.
Maguire and Shaw.
There's been some torturous moments. Yeah,
it's not been easy. Obviously, it's been enough time you would hope for them to come back from that. But I wonder if that plays any part of the mental side, especially as captain with Maguire.
Yes.
I know he wasn't captain with England, but he's one of the senior players. He's one of obviously the big names for England. Losing 2 major finals back to back. I think maybe the only 2 finals he's ever been in.
With a lot riding on both finals.
Exactly. Incredible penalty shootouts, both of them. It's got to take a lot out of you, hasn't it?
I'm reliving it in my head. I can't.
Bad. Philip Owen said, would you choose Maguire over Varane after their last game? I would certainly drop Maguire. Are we afraid to? I'm assuming that's because Varane's been out for 2 months. I think that's really...
Yeah, they've got a manager.
And again, we have to remember, we don't know who has had, who has been ill, who has not been ill, the effects that it's having on people.
Yeah.
And like you say, look at who we've got available.
Yeah. Carl Chesters with the super chat says, would rather have Wan-Bissaka versus McNeil. Feels like Scott needs dropping and wouldn't mind seeing Donny instead to see how he does in Ralph's first team. Yeah, I'm sure we will see him at some point. You would assume so, but obviously not at the moment. Yeah. Snapping the Cosmos, thank you for joining the Academy. If you do want to join, click the link in the comments. You'll be immediately added to all of our 12 Days of Christmas giveaways, all the ones that are coming up. Joe, is your white jacket one of the 12-day prizes? No, it's not. But there's loads of great prizes, including a Sony PlayStation 5, a tour of Old Trafford, a Manscaped Perfect package. That's not even part of the sponsorship. They just said they could give us that. Posters. We've got copies of FIFA, copies of Football Manager, loads of stuff to give away. Just click the join button, join the membership, and you will be entered for all of them. Maguire and Scott out, apparently, according to Jay. The teams are about to come out now.
I like how Ralph does this, by the way. He stands there and high fives everyone as they walk out.
Oh yeah, I'd not noticed that.
Yeah, he did that. Another watch along.
Get some going, doesn't he?
Yeah,
hopefully.
I think he does it most games, if not every game.
That's good. Because usually the manager's
good
waiting on the
vibes.
now, isn't he? Very
Light
nice.
positive vibes, don't we?
Yeah, we need something.
Although we don't know, he could have maybe smacked one of them on the back of the head or something
possibly.
like
This is your last game if you don't play well.
You see the happy
Kicked
80th.
One of them. Oh, you can't
happy
play
80th Sir Alex banner being unfurled there. It's his birthday tomorrow. 80th birthday, fucking hell.
Yes.
Mad.
We were discussing today best Fergie signing. He made over 100.
Wow.
It was a tough one.
Rooney. I would say Rooney.
Ronaldo. When he first
but I think he was better, but Rooney was there longer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think Rooney. Someone who comes in and leaves, all-time top goal scorer. I know he didn't break that record when Fergie was there, but
it was quite tough. I had to create Cantona, even players.
Yeah, but he wasn't there long. He was unreal, but
5 out of 4.
You've got to think of I was
creating
this
debate.
I was creating a top 10 today, and when I looked at all the players, it was so difficult because that's not even including people like Scholes, Neville, stuff like that. But even although Schmeichel, bit of a pagan, but still, Van der Sar,
overrated,
David De Gea,
Rio Ferdinand,
Vidic, Ferdinand, Dennis Irwin, Steve Bruce.
I think the crucial top most important ones that spring to mind immediately: Keane, Cantona, Rooney, Ferdinand. They're the ones that immediately jump out as me as these have to be top 5.
Yep, Stam as well.
Stam's another one, but again, only there 3 years. And he was 3 league titles back to back, but he was only there 3 years.
Again,
for longevity
Carlos Tevez,
and effect.
But pagan again.
I think they're the big ones. Let us know in the comments your thoughts.
Yeah.
Who's Fergie's greatest ever signing? As it's his birthday tomorrow.
There were over 100,
Vidic.
so there's a lot to go through. There were some terrible ones as well, but we won't go into
Vidic,
that.
that's a good one. Vidic.
That's Nemanja Vidic. Let's put
Patrice
Vidic.
Evra as
Someone called Nemanja Vidic has put Vidic. If that's the real Nemanja Vidic, and he's put himself, sensational.
Patrice Evra
Van
as well.
Evra.
Even Van Persie was a very smart signing.
Very shrewd. Very good.
Yeah,
people saying
so.
King Eric. Yeah, a lot of big ones
Keane's-
in there. Carrick's
Keane's up
another one
there.
underrated.
Even
Carrot, yeah.
people like Brian McClare was very important back in his day. So lots of different names.
Yeah, very good. De Gea. I know
Yeah.
he didn't see a lot of that, and he's not won a lot, but he's been a great player. Anyway,
Yep.
very exciting.
Come on, the
Favourite was
boys here
Larson,
now, let's
according
go.
I
to
hope he's
Johnson.
having a nice
Larson,
COVID
that was
safe
good
party,
little loan, that,
Fergie.
wasn't it?
Fergie, yeah, he
Yeah.
will, surely. He'll be having a
I
glass
wonder
of
what
wine.
kind of cake he would have.
Good,
Interesting.
good one, that.
I think like a traditional fruit cake.
Oh, he probably likes fruitcake, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's 80.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
80-year-olds like fruitcake.
Glass of
don't they?
red and
Yeah.
a nice bit of fruit cake, I think.
Yeah. Look at Sean Dyche clapping,
Look at RH
clapping
there.
his tits off there.
Go on, RH.
How long have you noticed that for?
No, I was watching
Today?
it before and I was thinking them comments are going to blow up with Sean Dyche. So I thought I'll get it in.
Right, look like Sean Dyche.
100%. I'll get it in. Steve Sidwell's another one.
Yeah, Steve Sidwell's good. but
Everyone says Joe Swash, but I'm not having that one.
No. Dyche,
Um,
Dyche is the best one so far.
Yeah.
Dyche boy. Fantastic. Up the RH.
Up the RH.
Up the Sean Dyche.
Oh, the Dyche.
You can like him after this. You can't like him today.
Yeah.
Can we get a bit of volume?
He
please?
did you see his interview today when he come out and said about the schedule? The Premier League players are moaning about how many games and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and he come out with Lampard played over 60 games and
In a row.
they wasn't moaning player welfare and player welfare. These players get treated.
Do you remember, like, was
It
it
was
Lampard
good
who played
interview.
like 150 games in a row for Chelsea? He didn't miss a game for like
Mad.
4 years or something
Oh my
ridiculous.
God.
Come on, the boys, taking the knee.
Someone said
Very
you look
good.
like that kid off This Is England.
The one who Pickford looks like. Nah, you can go. Who's that, mate? That's not a good shout. that.
That's
That's
wages.
rude, that.
We've
Nah.
kicked off. Manchester United have kicked off against Burnley.
Cheers, bud, but nah, I'm not having that one. Pickford looks like him.
Yeah, it does. And the ball's gone out there, thrown to
Yeah.
Burnley. Shocking. Get him
Come
off.
on, the
I'm nervous here.
You know what? I'm not. I
You're
think they due a good one. For me and Ange.
I'm
they due a good
emotionally
one.
scarred, so I feel nothing at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just numb.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
There's your first
Hook
long
the
ball.
line.
Should we count them?
Second balls.
Well done, everybody.
Oh, I
Nice.
forgot Eric Bailly was number 3.
Yeah.
I guess
Good.
because we don't see him that often.
Exactly.
I'm not reminded.
Come on, see there, McTominay.
Yeah, sloppy.
First time you've had a chance to go shoulder to shoulder with Chris
There
Wood.
you go,
and
look.
You've not even attempted it.
It's going to be scrappy as anything
gonna be
this
scrappy
game,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Fighting for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough, this. Oh, yeah.
Come on, the lads.
Come on. Good performance. Get the ball. Keep the ball.
Yeah.
All right.
Ten-
McTominay's
ten-
touched the ball about 7 times.
10 of
already,
Burnley's
and he's
players
just
are
been
out of
tackled again.
contract in the summer.
Oh, that's like Crystal
That is
Palace
mad.
last season. It was the same for
Time.
them.
Just need to, like you said, Joe, just keep the ball, be patient with it.
Yeah. So you hold it for a little bit and they'll drop off.
Yeah.
That's a
poor.
risky pass that
Very
inside
poor,
your
that.
own half. He's got lucky
Sancho
there.
like it.
Greenwood playing a crossfield ball to Sancho, really.
You don't
No
like
need
them
for it.
square passes, Rangnick, does he either? He hates them.
Yeah, he wants to play it forward, doesn't he, where
Yeah.
possible. I wonder why that's... Maybe that's why we gave the ball away so much. Was it 67
I think it's positive
times we
to
gave
play
it
like
away?
that, though. It's positive to play forward thinking.
Yeah,
You know,
it's good to do it, but
not
only if
forcing
you've got players
things,
who
oh,
can
yeah.
make those passes.
Yeah.
And in Fred and McTominay, you don't really have them in those positions.
Oh, I agree.
United playing the long ball there.
That's the one thing that you can't drag yourself into as well, playing against teams like this, playing their game.
Yeah, it might need a bit of...
Yeah, just a steady head in there. Matic is a good one. Matic usually just gets it nice and calm, gets on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it might need a bit of patience, this,
Yeah.
because it's
Bit
not
of
going to be easy.
experience as well.
Yeah. Holding the ball. They're not really pressing, are they, Burnley?
No.
David De Gea's got as long as he wants on it. We've lost the ball anyway.
Poor again.
It's the thing, we just chip the ball up to Wan-Bissaka, who heads it away.
Good, Scott. Free kick.
Lucky there.
Jack Clark, he's been about for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah. Rangnick with his club shop
I
membership.
I was
going
going to
strong.
say he's
With his sharp
repping the
little
merch,
cap
innit?
on.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
loves
like
it.
he needs a bit more like a warmer hat in
Yeah,
these
give him something a bit
temperatures.
classier.
William.
Yeah.
He's
Willie
got
up.
the United, like, the widest three
It's-
Adidas stripes.
It's like who was
Mega
it?
store
Was it
before the game.
one of the Italian teams? I think it was Inter Milan that had some kind of collab with. I don't know. So I can't remember which fashion designer it was, but I was just like,
Oh, they're in here. McNeil, back post.
See, so far, the 2 touches Wan-Bissaka has had, the ball's come to him in the air, and
Yeah.
he's given it away both times.
Oh, we're in trouble. Oh,
Played
great
over behind
delivery,
Chris
that.
Wood with a header.
great
See,
delivery,
this
though.
is the problem.
It is, mate.
When you've got players who can't control the ball, you give it away over and over again. Just turn it down a little bit, Cam. Sorry, it's quite loud now. Sorry.
It's a great ball, that.
He's
got to do better there, though, for me, hasn't he? I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't, but you're 3 minutes in, 3.5 minutes in, having chances.
No, just a little chip ball over the top. He's got free header. We need to try and keep the ball. See,
I might just relax on it now. There you go. So good, Ronaldo. Go on then. Off you go. I should have done that. Should have done the Sancho one there.
Took a bit too long there.
Get at him.
Sure,
unlucky. Go on in. Here we go. They're in here. They're in here.
Sprinting straight on us, Lord.
Aaron Lennon. They're in.
He's offside.
Maybe he's off, surely.
Chris Wood. He's put it wide anyway, but he's got to be 2 yards offside there.
He's offside there.
Again, though, they've just pissed through the press there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Straight past Matic.
On the break with Lennon. That's probably why Lennon's playing with his pace there. He's onside,
I'm getting Newcastle PTSD here.
He's getting vibes.
Bad vibes.
He's actually onside there, by the way. So if that goes, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway because he missed. But if that goes in, that's probably given, isn't it?
It's like you said there. One misplaced pass, they're in.
Yeah.
One bad decision, they're in. That can't be right, can it?
Start, is it? He's through one.
Why does he look like he's chewing water there?
He does. A nice tasty chewable.
Go on, chew your water.
For anyone who didn't see what Sean Dyche did, it was this. Lovely. Tastes nice.
Dyche. The Dyche. Yeah, we're in here. Ronnie. Go on then. Finish.
No.
Oh, it's over. Is he onside there as well?
I don't know.
He's got to do better there.
Yeah, he has.
He's got to do better.
If he's offside,
this is a great ball, by the way, from Shaw.
No, he's well on. He's on as well.
It's a great movement as well.
It's a brilliant pass.
Why has he tried to open his body up there?
Perfect.
Like,
and he just puts it over. He's onside.
Cavani
his first touch is so good as well with the head.
No one near him. No one pressuring him.
He's hit it on the rise, hasn't he? It's a save. Did he save that?
I don't think so. He's got to score that.
Ralph does not look happy.
No,
you've got to do better there.
Hit the target at least. That's 100%. The minimum expectation there.
Well, the only one of the world's greatest players.
The only person you probably would like that to Cavani there as well, apart from him.
Yeah.
Matic, come on, man.
This Matic pressured, dispossessed.
But you know what? Good. More of that.
Yeah.
We need
positive vibes,
Ange.
Exactly. Love that.
Otherwise, I will unravel live on air.
Twat.
Oh, Luke Shaw's got a serious winter beard going on, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
See that there?
Look at Lowe
there.
Look at that.
Nah, it's embarrassing.
That's a booking, that. That should be a yellow card there.
I feel like
Luke Shaw's literally touched his shoulder and he's gone down like
he's already your most loathed opposition player.
Yeah,
you have one.
Grant Hanley, Joelinton.
Grant Hanley. Didn't he come off injured him, did he?
Yeah, but he milked it for all it was
Joe
worth.
Was not happy.
Not like him, Joe, no.
I don't dislike him, but he was a dickhead when we played against him. And Lowton started it now.
Yeah, he's having it now from you, innit? For the rest of the game.
Nah, hopefully not. I don't like to have a vendetta every week.
Of course you do.
Harry, keep the ball. Hold on. Messi is better than Ronaldo, according to A-Man Guy.
I don't think we've got time for that debate.
I was going to say. Yeah. Jesus, let us watch the game, bud.
I know.
McTominay to Wan-Bissaka. Oh no, Wan-Bissaka's not having it. Greenwood is.
Nice and relaxed. Keep the ball.
Yeah. I do worry that we just struggle to keep the ball still. The amount of times we gave it away the other day was so bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be slightly better without Fred in there, but...
Wan-Bissaka.
This is a bit better.
Wan-Bissaka's still there.
Now you've got to break the line here.
No, it's forced it.
Is it. That's the thing we struggle with. We can do this.
You know what? I'm going to put some out here now. Like, do you reckon they trust Wan-Bissaka? Like, you know, when he's in areas, wide areas, do they trust him as much as Dalot when Dalot's there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because some really good, accurate cross to find Cavani in the last game, wasn't
it?
Yes! There you go!
Scotty boy!
Manchester United, 20 yards out. McTominay sweeps the ball in at the near post.
Thank God.
Great finished.
It's like Ronaldo set it up for him by accident, didn't he?
Brilliant finish.
We've scored after 7 minutes!
Go on, the boys!
We needed that.
Ronaldo is low-key fuming about that.
Yeah.
It's a good finish.
It is a good finish.
Love that passion as well. Love the passion.
We've seen him, half a dozen of these last season.
He likes a couple of these, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Oh,
That's a great finish. That he used the defender to guide it, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see it, the goalie.
That's a great finish, that.
Brilliant.
1-0. 7 minutes, 8.5 gone. That's a great finish, that.
That's a great goal.
Love it. Bet the guy who put McTominay shouldn't be playing. I bet he's fuming now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nice one, bud.
Where you at?
Cheers for your input, bud.
Yeah. Mo
Ralph
Wadder
looks happy.
says he's been terrible recently. He needed that goal. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Good for him.
Good passion as well. I like that.
Yeah.
Arush Bakshi says, talk about Van der Beek. Maybe there was no agenda by Ole. Maybe not. And we talked about it before, didn't we? This is probably a difficult game for him to fit into at the best of times because of his style. But yeah, we keep seeing managers not pick him.
Great start. Come on, let's go.
What's happened there?
I was sneezing.
Right.
Sorry.
I thought you were like doing a really big swallow.
No, I have a really strange sneeze.
Are you one of those people that just nullifies the sneeze?
There's like no noise.
Takes all the gas out.
Unless I'm like, if I've got a cold or something, then I can't help it. But
do you do that? Do you know when you swallow your sneeze? I feel
people
like
say I don't swallow it, but people say I sound like a little like how they imagine a mouse or a squirrel would sneeze.
Is that? It sounds like. Do you know that when you do that when you like you squash it into your head instead?
Oh my!
Do you know when you do like a controlled explosion when there's like a dodgy backpack in a car park somewhere and they put a big bin over it and just go? That's like that. Whereas
That's what my
sneeze
sneeze was.
Yeah, it makes me think if I do that, I'm just going to open my eyes and they're both going to be completely bloodshot.
Oh,
no!
Just popping blood
Oh
vessels.
no!
Yeah.
Oh, great block,
God.
Kwan Bissaka.
Interesting.
Jesus.
See, what we don't need is an immediate equaliser from Burnley.
No.
They had a couple of shots at the back post already.
Give us a few minutes at least to bask in it.
Yeah.
Come on, lads.
I don't know if it's just me not noticing it as much, but when Tellers and Dallo were playing, I noticed us being overloaded at the back posts less. It felt like that wasn't happening as much. And already, they've had a chance at the back post that Shaw.
Yeah, they've had a few. Yeah.
And they've just had one at the other back post that Wan-Bissaka was too narrow for.
Yeah.
It feels like they really like to get tucked right in. don't
Even
they,
going
too?
forward, like I said there, like there's opportunities to give him the ball, and it's dead reluctant.
Yeah.
Whereas started off in the Newcastle game, he's just giving it him, weren't they?
Yeah. Ali says, I wanted to hear that sneeze. Yeah, and you denied that. You denied him
sorry.
the pleasure of hearing that sneeze.
Apologies. 1 minute it's my glasses, then it's my sneezes. Sorry, I can't please everyone.
Do you wear
so-
glasses?
Me, no. No.
That's pretty cool.
Why do you?
No.
No, that's pretty cool.
It's cool wearing glasses
I was
as well.
gonna
Thank
say,
you very
yeah,
much.
It is. It certainly is.
How long have you worn glasses for? What a question.
Since
Like we've
I
just
was
met at
in
like
year
a playground.
five,
All that.
so
How long have
however
you
old
had
you are in
glasses
year
for?
5. 10? Yeah, 10. I wrote all the spellings down wrong off the board, and my mum realised she had to intervene.
Just hieroglyphics.
I was just
This
guessing.
isn't what it
yeah.
says. Yes, it is.
This is not a word.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Greenwood, come on.
Someone said get real, because a lot of people ask if we can show the game.
Go on.
And Danny says get real peeps, they'd be banned in 2 seconds if they showed the game. Correct. Yeah.
Good shot.
That's
Nah,
not
it's not a
foul,
free kick. It's
it's
just
not,
use his
he's
body,
fine,
man.
that. Oh yeah, he has got a
He
beard.
has got a proper winter
Yeah, it looks like
beard.
he's like, she's left me. That's his she's left me beard, isn't
Yeah.
it? Luke Shaw with the she's left me beard. I've never seen such growth on the man.
I know.
Has he ever had a beard like that before?
No, I don't
It's a
think
bit
he has,
worrying,
has
that,
he?
isn't it?
He must
But
have said
the-
until I get a game, I'm going to keep
Yeah.
it.
Like when Wayne Rooney did it. And no, was
Yeah.
it Tom Huddleston as well did that, didn't he? He was like, I'm not cutting my hair till I score. And it was like 4 years. Just had the biggest afro of all time. I'm not cutting my beard till I get a game. It's been 2 months. Madness.
You know what? There was a shot then of a woman sat, I was going to say in the audience, in the crowd. She had her own homemade butties. Good shout.
Oh, that's
Come
nice,
on.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Wonder what was on him.
Hey, I didn't know
I'm
until
guessing
recently.
Ham.
Ham, safe bet in it. Cheese.
Yeah.
Or both. I didn't know until recently you're allowed to take your own sweets into the cinema.
Oh, no, what happened
Yeah.
there?
How good's
I
that?
always
Yeah.
hid him, me.
No, you don't have to hide them. Take them in the
no
carrier
way.
bag.
Seriously?
I now make a
about-
point of making sure they see I've brought
Like,
my own.
look at all
No
these
way, I didn't
sweets.
know that.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, £1.60 from Tesco's.
So why did everyone like have to ride them? Did you
Convenience.
ever
What-
have that where I've got to ride my sweets
I
to
always
get in?
felt like I should.
Yeah, I always did.
What
Not been in
about
ages.
drinks? Like, can you take alcohol in?
That's a question.
Because I know we've smuggled alcohol in before.
Yeah, that's
so.
good to do, but I don't know if you've meant. That's
Yeah,
the
I
separate
don't
issue,
know.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good.
So
Should
find
be able
out.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Take a bottle of vodka and watch. Like,
No, Marks and Spencer's
Love
do
Actually.
those little plastic wine glasses with the
with the
always like
peel
you
off
peel off top.
Proper train station
We've
wine.
taken
that,
those
innit?
before, yeah.
That's good.
Train station wine.
Love that.
You used to have to hide them years ago. See, Andrew, I just think this was a misconception peddled by Big Cinema.
It's just typical British people of just
Yeah.
thinking
I
erring
always
on
thought you hid 'em.
caution and
Yeah,
being like,
yeah.
oh no, we can't upset anyone or let's hide them. Yeah.
Oh, head.
He's always in a bad way there, isn't he?
Oh,
Wan-Bissaka and I'm not sure who it is for Burnley.
Goodison, is it? Goodison or
that
what
must
it's
be
called?
the most annoying thing though when you're in actual pain and you just feel people just kind of like pushing you or like tapping your back. It's
You're
like
right.
it must be so frustrated.
It's landing, innit? Oh, jeez, that landing wasn't
Yeah,
healthy,
it's
was
not
it?
a head. It's not actually a head collision, which is good news. Yeah, for anyone asking who scored, Scott McTominay. Good goal as well, 20 yards out, side foot, near post. Wrong
Use
foot
the
of the
defender.
goalkeeper.
Use the defender to guide it in. Good finish, wasn't it?
It was. Manny Lopez says sneaking some beef jerky. Do you like beef jerky? Have you
No.
had it?
Tried it
Not a fan.
once, wasn't a fan. But it was
a
quite a
fan.
few years ago, so I would be willing to try it again and see.
Yeah. Probably the same beef jerky still on sale because it just lasts forever, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think that was the thing that kind of made me feel a bit weird about it.
Dehydrated meat. Interesting concept. I think it's quite good. Who is that? What's his name, him? Does anyone know?
Goodison or something. Goodinson.
He's
Or
gone
Seven.
down. Goodmanson.
It's a great finish, that.
Yeah, it is. He's good at that, isn't he? The one against Arsenal, not quite the same, but he
Scored a
likes to
few
side foot
outside,
from 18.
outside the box, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. Give the video a like. Yes, let's give the video a like. See if we can get to 1,000 likes on the
Go
watch.
on, like the video, will
Yeah,
you?
like the video. Help us out. 1,000 likes. If you're watching it and you're enjoying it, just click the like
You may
button.
as well.
Dead easy. It
Even if
helps
you're
us.
not enjoying it, just like it, just for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Even if you're hating it,
Yeah,
you
you-
still like it. The game's resumed now.
Yep.
Burnley trying their best to keep it.
Press.
Yeah. See, this is where you
Going
gotta
on
see-
his
see,
own
I've
now,
not
innit?
really
He's
seen
going
much
on
from
his own
Cavani
now,
so
innit?
far.
Good work from Ronaldo there, though.
Yeah. Forced a long ball.
that's a
and
great
you shouldn't be able
touch.
to control it like that. That's too easy there.
There's a lot of space in midfield, isn't there?
Yeah. I wonder if they're because McTominay and Matic didn't really push up then at all with that press, did they?
No.
There was just a big gap between them and then the next
Time.
line.
Got time there.
Run it back there.
Come
Now, let's
on,
go. Let's go now. McTominay. Cavani's
Oh,
playing
the other
like
way.
a defensive midfielder here.
Like it. Get yourself in there now.
He just slowed it down again though. haven't
Yep. Ronaldo's deep in it, like you just
Yeah.
said about the Cavani there. Ronaldo's deep now.
Greenwood sort of filled that gap for now. But yeah, it's not. We're not looking particularly dangerous, are we?
Being patient, aren't we?
Yeah. Which now we're
It's
one.
not a bad thing, is it? Oh, it's another risky ball from Greenwood, isn't it?
Greenwood, isn't it? He likes that. Almost giving the ball away, spraying it across the other side. Go on then now, Luke. That's
No,
nothing,
it's
is it?
not. It's poor,
That's
that.
nothing. I don't know. That's even.
If you're going to be
supposed
patient,
for.
what are you doing?
Yeah. Cody Hayes, member for 13 months. Thank you very much. It says big fan of this trio. That's nice, isn't it?
Love that.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Very
bud.
much.
Thanks.
Yeah, up to nearly 700 likes now. Come on, one more push to 1,000. Let's do it. St. Martin said, I liked for all three of you. Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Thanks.
mate. Thank you
That's
very
what we like
much.
to hear. Come on, Red Devils. Yes. I could see Jay Ling's doing well in Ralph's system. Yeah, I think theoretically that makes sense to me as well. Good pressing.
He's not had the
But
opportunity
he's
yet,
not,
has
no,
he?
that's what I was going to say. He's not been there, has he? Not been
No.
about.
Turn.
Ronaldo.
Go on then, get him.
Sancho.
I like
Sancho
it, like when
driving
he's like
forward. This
this.
is what you want. Was that Wan-Bissaka on the left?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? What's he doing there? He's got a nosebleed. What's with him?
Wan-Bissaka playing left wing.
No, it's poor.
Just giving the ball
Oh,
away.
Shaw's
Shaw's
just.
going to get a book in here.
Yeah.
Dived
That
in.
was bizarre.
What's happened there? Wan-Bissaka playing left back or left wing.
It's weird, that.
And he gave the ball away. It was a poor ball to Shaw, and Shaw thought, fuck this, I'm going for it. And then gets booked.
Yep.
Probably quite right.
Oh, Maguire. Oh, he's done. He didn't get booked,
I
no.
thought I saw the ref reaching for his pocket. Maybe he didn't get booked. He got lucky there if he didn't because he's late.
Yeah, he was late there.
Then Eric Bailly was
Diagonal.
playing in Wan-Bissaka's position then.
McTominay's played a lot of balls so far.
Yeah.
hasn't he? He seems to be on the
Started
ball a lot.
well, to be fair.
Yeah.
He has.
Shaw getting involved.
Just needs to keep it a bit patient.
Yeah.
When his openings, he needs to take care of the final ball.
Yeah. You had a good Christmas then, Ryan?
Very good, mate. Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. Bit of shit, but all right.
Bit of shit.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a scrap. No, I
Did
really.
you?
No, I didn't. What have you done for Christmas? Is it in your end? Is it still Christmas to you? It's not even New Year's yet. It's still Christmas, isn't it?
It's still, the festive
people
period,
are still off work. I know
yeah.
there's people going back on the 4th of January.
Lucky.
Fucking hell. Where you were?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. What did you go up to?
No, it was just for family, really, mate. Nice time with the family, and it was really, really nice. What about
Did
you?
you get any good presents?
You know what? When you get older, it's a bit.
What, this piece?
No, I had this before. I had this before. Yeah.
It looks fresh.
This is what I live in. These training gear. Yeah. No, it was just when you get older, it's just essentials, isn't it? You know how it is. Like you elderly, like socks and like aftershave. It's just the usual. What about you, Ange?
See, this is what Luke Shaw can do that tell us.
Go
on, Luke!
Oh!
I thought I got in
You
there.
really got excited then.
That's good, though. That's good, though. Very good for him.
Fucking hell.
Picking up in your own half driving.
I thought he
very
scored
well.
there.
On.
See, this is what he's
That's
good at.
very good.
And then it's a good shot as well. Is that
You
deflected
seen the
or is
net
it just-
rustle, didn't you? And
Yeah,
thought
I
goal.
I'd gone in.
And what did you get for Christmas?
I got some perfume,
Nice.
Classic.
few skincare makeup bits.
Nice.
I got these 2 earrings.
Very nice.
Yes.
Look, hair up, showing them off.
Yes.
Go on.
And I can't remember.
Go on.
Go on.
I can't remember anything else.
Whoever's got that present's buzzing out.
D Guck or DG UK says, did you get that jumper?
This jumper? No.
Okay.
I feel like I've been on here with this jumper on before, so.
All right.
Good. What did you get, Joe? You're asking us, but what did I think?
Have you used your plate yet?
No, I ain't
That
used
your
my plate yet.
nephew made
My nephew
for you?
put his handprint on a plate.
Oh, nice.
He's 26. He's trying his best. No, he's 2. It's a little handprint that's then turned into Santa.
No,
Very
brilliant.
creative,
I like
very
that.
artistic.
That's really
But I ain't
nice,
used
too.
it yet, no, because I hadn't. And I got a little bit. Oh, that's a good pass. Ronaldo giving the ball away. I got a little bottle of whiskey.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I got a beer.
Love
One
that.
beer.
Just one.
Got a bit of money. Gonna spend
Nice.
it on, chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah.
Just hanging about, going leisure
Sweets for the
centre and that. Cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Might get a new bike. No, I'm joking. When's the last
New
time
bike?
someone do you ride a bike? No. I bet you used to when you grew up.
Yeah, I did. I used to
can tell
love a
you
bike.
loved a bike,
Yeah,
you did.
I loved the bike, me,
I have a
growing up.
confession.
Go on.
No.
I can't ride a bike.
Oh, no.
Right, bring in the bike.
It's
Yeah,
a
bike.
serious,
I'm trying to get
Stabilisers.
you to say that for
it's
6
a serious
months.
issue in my life.
Really?
I used to love going out on a bike.
I ask numerous family members this question: why did nobody teach me? Apparently, I was more interested in rollerblades and a scooter, so they just kind of forgot.
Yeah, just left you to
I
it.
did it with stabilizers, and then they just never saw it through.
Rollerblades are just like bikes strapped to your feet, though, aren't they?
I
So
feel
in a way,
like-
you can ride 2 bikes at once.
True.
Rollerblades
That
is in though, like
yeah.
years ago, weren't they? Like,
Oh my god, I used to
They're back
make
in.
my
Are they?
family. Yeah, they're back in.
Wow.
I saw a few people got them for Christmas. Yeah.
what was that place where everyone used to go, like with the disco lights?
I had
What's
a
it
birthday
called?
party at a roller disco place.
That was
yeah.
class, that.
This is the most
Literally.
1970s
I swear to God, I had some
conversation of all time.
Last
sick
year for
spins
my
on them,
birthday,
mate.
no.
Footwork was on point.
Oh, it was amazing.
Do you know where you like you cross your feet over
Cross
when you
your
go around the
feet.
corner?
Oh, that's when you knew you.
Unreal.
Would you go on?
With the beatboxing music.
Would you do like the 4, or would you go on like a blade?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Burnley,
No,
this is when
no.
They're going to score. They've won the header.
No, second ball.
Second ball, Maguire wins. After school, there was a programme for tearaways that I was invited to when I was in primary school.
Invited,
Balling
aka
from the
Invited
forced to
compulsorily.
attend.
Jesus.
Yes, I was. They insisted I went
Yeah.
voluntarily
Great ball.
to this
Defending
after-school
well.
thing where we'd play roller hockey.
Roller
that sounds
hockey.
violent.
Nice.
It was good.
Sounds
so
violent.
you pad up, you get your rollerblades on, you go around the leisure centre. But because it was just
Kind
for
of
people,
like ice hockey, but no ice.
yeah, ice hockey, but gym.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
But because it was just for people who like either there was no one at home for them to go back to after school, so they got to do this, or because they were naughty. It wasn't like
Shit.
it wasn't done by quality or size or anything.
Yeah.
And I accidentally just completely mullered this girl who was like 3 years below us
Wow.
at school. And after that, I didn't want to go anymore. I was going full speed, like, watch this. And I just turned and she was there. She just got taken to school, taken to the cleaners. She was done.
Did she never go again?
Do you know that noise when you say someone when all the wind leaves them at once?
She never went again either.
And you just
she
hear
had
him
to go
go
to a different school.
Yeah, just that noise. That noise on the floor. Like crying. It was so bad. And I didn't go back after
We
that.
shouldn't be laughing at this.
She was one of a set of twins as well, and both of those twins were after me after that.
Did you know which one it was as well, or
I
was you
can't
just on
remember the
pins
names.
with the both of them?
I didn't know. Yeah, it's like the twins from The Shining. Just both of them staring at me all the time
Go on,
on the
Ronnie.
playground, thinking I didn't mean to
Wanting
slam
revenge.
into you.
Go on, Scott.
But anyway, yeah,
And they're still
on,
out to
Sancho.
get you to this day.
yeah. they're still
Cavani
together,
on the
those
left-hand
twins.
side.
Cavani,
Go on. Edge of the
Sancho.
shots, half yard.
He's on there. Yeah, Greenwood.
He seems confident, McTominay, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's
Travis
started
started well,
bit of
hasn't he?
swagger now, innit?
Bit of swagger, yeah. Goals done in the world are good there.
Joe's
Having a good
Kindle
game.
says roller disco in Broadheath was mint.
Roller disco was
I went
good.
to one in Altrincham, I think.
Thomas, we got a corner. Thomas Dickinson said, "Good evening. Hope you all enjoyed your Christmas. Watching the match with my lad Toby in Maastricht, the Netherlands. He's been allowed to
Brilliant.
stay up past his bedtime. Well,
Go on,
enjoy
Toby.
it, Toby.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
Up the
Happy New Year,
Toby.
everyone. Happy New Year to you. Up the Toby.
Up the
Corner to
Toby.
Man United. Go on, get this in.
Cavani. Oh, it's hit someone's back.
It looked like.
By you shoot. Oh, he's just smashed someone's ankle.
Cavani. Luke Shaw's got it.
Oh my god.
That's a good.
He'll hit it. Oh, he's got away with that.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
Hennessy's.
Yeah. Go on to Hennessy. Joe, can we get a late New Year special? Do you mean a late night live?
Yeah, everyone's
Probably
asked
not.
that every time I
I
come
know
on
people
there,
always
everyone
ask it.
asks
They
that.
love it. They want to see it. It's
Well,
not
just, are
happening.
you going to give them what they want, or what?
I might do, but sometimes it's nice to have the memory, isn't it?
It is.
The memory lasts.
Correct.
Ross Murphy, still no goal from a corner. Yeah, we haven't scored. We're the only team in the league. Did you see that stat? Only team in the league that hasn't scored from a corner this season. And we got, I think I saw someone on Twitter saying we nicked Eric Ramsey off Chelsea as a set piece coach. And since then, they've got one of the most goals scored from set
Yeah,
pieces.
and we've not.
We've scored none.
Steve done a video on it.
So that's
didn't
worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to know, innit? Because you can be telling them all the right things, and because 0 is startlingly bad.
Yeah.
But maybe he's just made them worse.
Everything's been pretty bad though.
That's poor.
Yeah, he has. Shaw's
They're
positioning
having, you
is
know what though?
awful,
They're
apparently.
having spells where they're getting the crosses in. They look dangerous.
Yeah, they're not.
We're too busy talking about roller discos and.
It's nice.
stuff
It's
like
nice to be able to just.
It is
chat.
just switch
to
off
feel,
and
yeah.
Normally, when you're watching United, it's
Yeah.
like we're
Who's
1-0
that?
down. I don't know, but he's in complete.
I was going to say, not doing
darkness.
him any favours, is it that?
Alan Pace.
Alan Pace. Pacey!
Pacey. There he is. Interesting that they showed him that for no
Yeah.
reason. 26 minutes of average stuff, apparently.
Oh, average stuff. In the ocean.
Right. Siri, you fucking do that again. I'll never speak to you again. Good night. Despicable. How's that happen then?
Go on, Shaw. Go on, off you go.
Also, my Siri used to be a woman, then I woke up one day, it was a man. She left me.
She left
That's
you.
why I grew this beard like Luke Shaw.
He's. Go on, get him in the box. Finish.
Sancho.
Yes!
Oh,
Get
goal.
in there! It's not, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. That took a big deflection.
Oh
No!
my god.
Of course it is. 2-0
Seriously?
United. I don't care who
Thought he
scored it.
poked it in.
I'm pretty sure that's...
I don't care. It's a goal.
It's
Yeah.
a goal.
Well done.
Well done, Sancho. He's great when he's in them wide areas.
Yeah, he is.
When he gets at players. When he first come, he was getting there, turning back and playing safe. Only now he's... I hope it's not an own goal.
1-2 with Shaw and Sancho. Shaw does brilliantly here. That's
Yeah.
Well, I say brilliantly.
Yeah, that
he
pass
does well
was
to
bad.
win it back.
Good reaction, though.
Yeah, he does brilliantly here.
This is good now, where he's just nice and direct.
Yeah.
I hope
He
it's
cuts
not an
back
own
inside.
goal.
What happens?
It's not an own goal, is it?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. Flicks his toe off Ben Mee. There.
Oh, yeah.
Just takes it right in the
Sorry,
corner.
lads. Don't bite my head off, sorry. Ben Mee. Ex-Man City as well. Ben Mee.
Very good.
Sancho.
Good stuff.
Lovely.
I wonder if he'll still get that. Probably won't.
Probably not, no.
Because it went right in the corner.
Yep.
Oh well.
2-0 the boys.
Yeah.
Happy days.
We needed that. We needed this, didn't we? I mean, it's
Hopefully
not
just
game
keep
one.
plugging on
but
now.
Yeah. Bit more patient.
Yeah.
Look better defensively. It's not been a great performance, has
No,
it?
it's
But
not.
2-0.
Not really,
We
but
needed that.
It's been better than the one from the other day.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's far better than the Newcastle game. Far better.
RH is fuming on the
What,
side.
this season?
No, that's a club record.
Oh, that's Ben Mee's 5th Premier League own goal for Burnley, which is a club record.
Ouch.
So congratulations to you for breaking the record.
Well done, Ben Mee.
So well done to Jadon Sancho, but more importantly, well done to Ben Mee for breaking the record for most own goals for Burnley. That's lovely.
Going
to
down
see.
in history, Ben
He'll
Mee.
remember that for the
What's
rest of his
Bailly
life,
done
won't he?
there?
Probably a little trophy give out at the end of the game.
Yep.
Ben Mee, most own goals, well done.
Sure, we'd be buzzing to receive that one.
Yeah, it's one for the family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
One
mate.
for the grandkids, that one.
One for your mum to put on the mantelpiece. Yeah.
Exactly. Just a cup there.
Show
buzz.
visitors.
Oh, they're in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that long? They're not dealing with that long ball very well. They're in. Aaron Lennon's in.
Aaron Lennon's in a good position.
No, it's wasted.
Sure, that's it. He was offside. There you go. Ross Murphy says, I'm giving it to Sancho. Great.
Okay.
DB Cooper, hi, says, Joe, you're a hottie level 10.
Oh.
Now, how many levels are there? Because if there's 10, great. If there's 1,000,
Yeah, that's a
Piss
bit
off.
muggy.
that's not so good, is it? Someone said full Sancho goal, sure assist. I hope so. Scotty's goal is our first goal in the first 15 minutes of a game this season. Is that right?
No way.
Is that right? That McTominay's goal was the first
That
time we
wouldn't
scored in the
surprise me,
first
though.
15 minutes of a game this season.
Quickest goal you scored in the Premier League this season.
That's
Wow.
unbelievable.
Mad.
The last one was Greenwood at Leicester.
It's the quickest goal we've scored in the league this season,
Go on,
and
Scott.
potentially the first time we've scored in the first 15 minutes. Go on, body,
He's
body,
having
body.
a good
yes.
Oh.
Go on, run it.
Ronaldo.
2 touch. Go on, finish. Oh, he should have
he's
touched and finished, man.
fuming.
He's pissed off at himself there, isn't
He
he?
is fuming.
Rightly so.
All those Instagram selfie videos in the sun has
Nah,
not helped
come
him,
on.
has it?
No, that's a couple fluffs he's
Scott,
had
brilliant
now.
there, by the way.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
want in there.
He started
Chucks
really
him on
well
the
in.
floor. Great pass
Great
as well.
ball. Mile on.
Touch, you got it. The touch.
How many
touches
touches?
him, wasn't it? He's pissed off.
Needed to go
himself there.
2 touch there.
2 sights of goal he's had now. Cam's
All right, Cam.
taking the piss out of a corner there just because he's an absolute banter merchant.
Pure
He's getting his own
rants.
back from Lukaku, isn't
Yeah,
he?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting out. He's upset, you know.
Yeah, he's lashing out.
Yeah.
They've drawn 3 games out of the last 5. There's millions of levels I heard. Well, that's harsh then, isn't it? So I'm a fraction of
Aw.
the way up, a single percentage in terms of.
You know what? Haters
Hotties.
are going to hate. Just
Haters are
ignore
gonna
it.
hate.
Correct.
Potatoes
Can't
gonna
please
potate.
everyone, mate.
Are they?
Yeah, potatoes will potate.
You ever been caught potating?
Nope.
Good.
He's not a potato, though.
Not a
No, that's
potato.
true. Oh, it's exclusively for potatoes, is it?
Yes.
All right, whatever. Well done,
Sauce.
Harry.
Trying to make you feel better.
Thomas Dickinson says Richard Dunn has the most Premier League own goals. You've just read it, so you're out now. That's what you get for ruining it.
Sorry.
You've opened your
come
present
through.
on Christmas Eve. I was
Sorry,
gonna
mate.
do a little
Sorry,
quiz.
pal.
How many own goals do you think Richard Dunn has got? He's got the most in the. He's got the most in the Premier League. Bearing in mind he's got his club record with 5, so
10?
11. Good guess, but wrong.
Very good.
No one, I'm afraid. And I didn't tell you this before.
Someone's annoyed because
was
he's
just
been
feedback
told about the
on the line.
levels.
You had his back then as well, and he just threw you under the bus like that.
Disgrace.
All right, what do you want me to say?
Joseph.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Yes, it was 10,
You know, just
even
say,
though it was 11.
Just say, oh, you know what? It's 11, but great guess, Ange. It's 10.
Wow. Is this how you really
You
want
got
to
it
end
wrong, though.
2021?
She did get it wrong. Interesting. Yeah, Ronaldo's missed a couple, not
2.
easy chances, but that first one, he's got to be at
Yeah,
the
the
target
first
with
one.
of those 2,
yeah,
hasn't it?
100%.
Where the ball arrives to his feet for both of them, you've got to be hitting the target.
First
at least
one more
once.
so than the second one for me.
He's desperate now, isn't he?
Yeah.
You can tell.
That's a good ball.
No, that's good play. Burnley.
Very left-footed him, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's
Very
one of their best players, though, them, innit? McNeil.
Yeah, he's good. Someone said Wenger out. Interesting.
Wenger out.
Family Feud, Stretford Paddock
Nah.
edition.
Family Feud.
Do you get into all them like quizzes and board games and stuff over Christmas? You
I
one of them
like that
families?
Guess Who one.
Guess
That Guess
Who?
Who one.
Guess Who.
Not
Has-
Guess Who with a board.
Has he got a
like-
hat?
Yeah, that one.
That
No,
was
no, no,
good.
no, no, not the one on the board. The one where you put it on your head.
Oh,
yeah, the
when you've got
celebrities
to
up.
like it's
Oh,
a
it's
celebrity or
unreal,
something.
that, yeah.
It's like Nelson Mandela. or
Am I
something, isn't
Sean Dyche? And they go, yes.
it? You,
Know what
you
I
say
mean?
that every
Like,
time,
yeah.
don't you?
Nah, but it's a top game, that. I've such a laugh.
We have a board game at my house called 5 Seconds. So you have like these cards and you have to name. So for example, I don't know, like 3 This is absolutely
Come
stupid.
on.
We're trying to explain this.
You've got 5 seconds to explain the rules of this
So
game.
you've got to, like, for example, 3 animals
Right.
or 3 countries that
Oh,
begin
yeah,
with the
I've
letter
seen
B,
this.
and you have like a timer, and you've got to
And
get it
you've
in 5
literally got 5
seconds,
seconds
and
to say
people
it.
get so
they're in here.
flustered.
Oh, Maguire, what are you doing, bud? They're in. Oh, he should have laid it off to Lennon.
Should have.
He got caught again there, Maguire.
He did. I didn't even see how that
One
came
ball
about.
there. That
I
would
just
just
saw-
attached itself to him.
Yeah.
And he's bullying
I
him.
saw them
Oh.
both scrapping.
What's going on here?
Why are you kicking off?
I don't know. Sean Dyche is kicking off there.
Sorry.
Maybe he wants a
Sorry,
penalty.
Ange.
I know.
Shouldn't be kicking off like
No,
that.
you shouldn't.
What was there? A bit of pushing and shoving.
Love a manager scrapped me.
Yeah, but that there, like, Maguire isolating himself with that wood, it's just daft, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Babar with the super chat says, has McCullough and Housen stopped doing these watch-alongs for good? No, Adam is isolating and steers at the game, so that's why they're not on. But if they weren't at the game and they weren't isolating, they'd be on. Simple, really.
You have to boat with us, bud. Unfortunately,
Oh, that's good.
for you.
Maguire not seeing where the ball's bouncing. Yeah, I need to see that again because I
Here it
missed
is.
this. He just misread it,
that's
didn't he?
just poor
And then
for
Wood
you.
just comes across him and he's pulling the shit
He
out of
is
his
pulling the
shirt there.
shit out of it.
He is pulling it.
Lennon wants that laying off to him there,
Yeah,
doesn't
he
he?
does. Yeah, he don't read it, does he?
No.
Greenwood fouled there. Cavani encourages Greenwood when he shoots. Ronaldo waves his arms in the air. Do you think that's a factor, the whole Ronaldo thing? What have you made of that this week? A lot of chat about him being pissed off,
Yeah, he
Neville
should-
calling him whinge bags and all that.
Yeah, but you need to dig in, when it's not going well for your team, and you just need to dig in. He's a senior player. He's a role model for people, not just people around the world. He's a role model for them lads. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So they look to sort of this senior figure.
McTominay, save again!
Oh, we're saving Ronaldo!
Oh.
Yeah!
Ronaldo taps it in.
Get in.
You know, that shot from McTominay was good, wasn't it? It's the exact same thing as the first one, except it was saved. And then Ronaldo taps in the follow-up.
Brilliant. McTominay's playing well. Man of the match so far. Him.
Yeah, fucking hell. That's a great
Alex
strike,
Tellers
wasn't it?
getting
Brilliant.
in.
Top corner as well.
Brilliant,
Good save.
yeah.
And it's 3-0.
Great save.
3-0 up after 35 minutes. We didn't expect this, did we, lads?
No.
No one saw this coming.
He's not sulking about that one, is he?
No. Sancho lays it off to McTominay.
This is a great
He steps
strike,
onto it again. It's brilliant. It's arguably better than the first
He's
one. to be
onside
honest.
as well.
Ronaldo's
That's a good
onside,
save.
Saves it onto the
It's
post.
a good
And Ronaldo
finish as well.
taps in the
Casual
finish.
finish. Outside of the right foot.
Fantastic.
This is a great effort, this. He uses the man again really well, doesn't he?
Yeah,
When
he
it
does.
comes over to him, look, he
He
just
does
guides
exactly-
it round. That's
if
a
he
great
hadn't
save.
Yeah, I reckon if he hadn't have already done it in this game, that probably would have gone
Should
in.
have worked. Good finish
But
from Ronaldo.
he saw it coming, didn't he? And
They're
then
not easy,
Ronaldo-
them.
No, they're not. Ronaldo drops it in.
Look at Scott there getting involved. Go on, the lad.
Yeah, good stuff. Manchester United 3, Burnley 0.
Like I said, they look to the senior players to dig in, but he's not sulking now. He's just scored, so we're wrapping
It's
up.
definitely not offside either.
I think
They're
the
checking
thing
it,
with
but-
Ronaldo, the vibe I get, I feel like day-to-day training, he is like a really good example.
Yeah.
And I just think sometimes when it's a game, which, to be fair, not everybody's perfect. He can't be a
No.
perfect example 24/7. He's going to be a bit of a whinge bag sometimes, and
Yeah.
Good from Shaw.
it's just one of those.
Yeah, I suppose you do get that role model status, don't you? But
Sometimes you might wake up and think, you know what? I don't want to be a
You
role
know-
model today.
yeah.
You know what?
I want to
though?
be a whinge bag.
I reckon half of that's disappointed in his own performance as well.
I agree. I think
Like-
I think obviously some of his frustrations are clearly, towards the general team, but I think a lot of it comes from frustration with
Down
himself
to
as
him
well.
as well.
yeah, like before when he had that second chance that he didn't really manage to get a shot away, or he did, but it was blocked. That was him kicking off at himself.
Yeah.
There, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Throwing his arms around, spinning around.
Sean's still having a moan about
Yeah, he's
something.
missed too. Matthew Freeze with the super chat says, Joe, don't you hate it when people say things like Angelina and Joe would make a cute couple? Who says that? My mum. No one says that.
Every
if I
YouTube
do-
channel I'm on, I get this. Like, I ain't got time for it, no offense.
Sexist. I'm saying you are, not the comments.
I am.
No, I'm joking. It doesn't bother me because I don't see it really. Roshan says, no, Bruno and Rashford, coincidence? Do you think it's coincidence? Are you putting this on the team selection? Are you just putting this on happens to be better? Or
Performances.
yeah, that's poor from Bayer though, isn't it? Lennon
dangerous,
going
you
into
know,
the box
isn't
and
it?
he's put it in the
Goal.
back post and he scored.
Burnley, he's looked lively.
He is.
He's looked lively. Even though he's about 50 years old, he looks quick, he looks direct.
He does look old.
3-1. See, that's not what you want there, do you? You just want a nice clean sheet.
Yeah,
Steady
it's too
it.
easy.
Bayer
Bayer fucks up.
fucks up. But Maguire's been doing
They've
the same
both been
thing.
at it.
That's
Oh,
poor.
bad from Bailly.
But he's looked a threat, to be fair.
Look, Wan-Bissaka though, he's like jogging like it's absolutely not even cause for concern.
It's a good finish that. He just passes it right in the corner, doesn't he? Wrong, like goes one way and just hooks it back into the other side.
With them playing, you know, hitting teams on the break, he's a massive asset to their team because he's quick. He's started well. Good
I
finish.
think
to
De
be fair
Gea will
as
be
well.
annoyed about that one.
It's not good for us. That
Gets caught off guard a bit, doesn't he? Yeah. That's a shame.
got
that.
a kick on now again.
Yeah,
got
get
a kick
another
on
one
again.
rather than-
Disappointing that, but we got a kick on.
Yeah.
The performance hasn't been great, has it? It's just I don't know. It's a bit of a weird game. Oh, they're in.
Go on
He's
then,
in.
Ronnie. No, he's not.
Oh, unlucky.
Just knock half a yard there. I think, well, I mean, Maguire has been poor in this game, but people having to go in for that goal.
No,
It's Bailly that gives the ball away.
I think
He
it
should.
was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
collective
Yeah,
bad.
he's
Yeah.
shepherding his man. You can't block everything. He pulls it back into the corner.
Lennon's 1v1 with him.
Maybe
He's
his
a lot
position
quicker
could have
than him,
been a
isn't
lot- Yeah. He's poor. But he has been poor this game, Maguire.
he? Yeah.
But that's, again, I
But it's
wouldn't
like
blame
you
him for
say,
that.
people can't keep jumping on this, right? He shouldn't be on the pitch because there is legit nobody really to replace him.
You would you swap him for Phil Jones? Probably not. Anyway. Team
Anyhow.
needs 2 quality midfielders, a quality right back and a centre back.
McTominay has been the best player.
Yeah. But that's the thing. it's
I
just
don't
this
disagree, by the
inconsistency,
way.
isn't
I don't
it?
disagree with the needing midfielders. I do agree. But in this game, you look at a driving force. He's been involved heavily in, obviously, his own goal, Ronaldo's goal.
Yeah.
You know, was he involved in the Sancho goal at some point? I'm not too sure, but
No.
he's had a good performance so
Yeah,
far. He's
he's-
constantly on the ball. He's just give it away there. Nice one, Rye.
There you go, Luke. Good stuff. I'll be honest, in the comments here, I've seen probably 20 to 1 people blaming Maguire for that goal and no one blamed Bayer for it. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Just worth
Bayer-
pointing out. I
Bayer's
know obviously
touch.
it's the different expectations,
Yeah.
but, you know, Bayer gives the ball away.
I think
and
they've
now-
both got to share the blame
Yeah,
there.
He's 1v1 though with Lennon. Lennon's
Yeah.
a lot quicker than him, and he's got to do better, yeah, but
He didn't.
he didn't, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Bailly's bad touch.
Yeah. Abdullah Ibrahim, Modric is wearing a McTominay mask today. Yeah, it's been good. First couple of minutes, he gave the ball away. I thought this ain't good, but since then, putting a
he's
good
done
shift. Yeah. Corner to Manchester United. Just reiterating the old Manchester United have got the fewest number of set piece goals this season with 0. Greenwood whips it in. And that's
Deliveries
not gonna
like
get
that.
started. Yeah, we're not going to get off the
Wonder
mark
if
with that, are we?
Ramsey's thinking, come on, lads, just pop one in for
Do
me.
what I
Yeah.
said. That's good.
Good.
Greenwood,
Back post, Ronaldo over the bar.
I think it was just too high for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Couldn't get over
Good
it.
from Greenwood.
It was.
Yeah, it
Still
was a
no
bit
goal
high.
from a corner. Yeah.
No.
I think he was trying to head it back to the near post, wasn't he, there?
I don't like all that, what he does there, though. Like, when he heads it over all the arms. So it's,
They're not.
no, I don't like all that.
Got-
It is what it is. Just get on with it.
He's got a goal and assist today, Ronaldo, which is weird considering he's been wasteful. And yet the goal that went in was like,
He could have actually
Yeah.
had 3.
Tap-in, yeah.
Really, 3 or 4.
yeah. Interesting. But yeah, productive.
Yeah.
By a mistake, but he isn't match fit. Well, okay.
He's
Fair
playing.
enough. Yeah.
He's on the pitch, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with the Maguire stuff. Like, I'm not saying you have to sack him or drop him or never play him again.
Yeah.
But be, honest
fair,
with what
yeah,
we're
with
seeing.
fair assessment
Yeah,
of what
exactly,
you're seeing. Probably should have done better on 1v1 situation.
Yeah, Maguire
but
should have done better.
by
But
his
he
bad
draws him one
touch.
way and taps it in and puts it back in the other post. It's hard to cover the whole goal as a defender. But it starts because Bayer gives the
Yeah.
ball away and now he's one-on-one with Maguire.
Correct.
Cross in. That's a corner to
Corner.
Burnley. I'm sure they
They're
are.
still having a bit of success, though, aren't they? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not playing brilliantly. We're playing better, but it's not fantastic, is it?
No.
And again, it's not like we're stopping them creating chances. So second corner of the game. See, I just feel a bit edgy now. 3-0 I felt great. And now I just feel like there's a
The Newcastle
certain
PTSD
note.
is setting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put it past us to concede again. And then at 3-2, it's game on then,
The
isn't it?
set pieces we need to be careful of. Big, strong team, aren't they?
Maguire had it away. Go on, then win that one as well. Cavani.
It's a free kick, surely.
Oh, God.
Free kick.
Yeah, it is. Free kick to United.
Then mate, thinking about his own goals.
Yeah.
Just took Cavani out.
He just needs to keep his head down now.
Yeah.
As long as we win, who cares? According to Twisted Tracks and Travel. Interesting.
It's a great name.
It is. Bayer will always has one mistake per game, like John Stones. He's gone off the boil, hasn't he, John Stones? Is he even playing for City now?
Don't think he
Been
plays, does
dropped
he?
again.
It was weird
Diaz
because last
plays, doesn't he?
season he had a bit of a revamp, didn't he,
Yeah.
with Diaz? But is it like Diaz and Laporte now?
That's what that's what they were working towards. I don't know if it still is. I don't.
Yeah.
Double check
Laporte left
their
side
lineup.
and Diaz right
And
side.
I guess he had a bit of a rejuvenation himself when he switched to play for Spain in the Euros. He did all right, didn't he?
Yeah, because he basically said he wanted to leave, didn't he?
Yeah, he was. Last season he wasn't getting half as much game time.
No.
Because Diaz and Stones just started working well
Yeah.
together. I think it surprised quite a few people, didn't it?
United just playing it out for the back,
Yeah.
chipping it out.
Nice, Greenwood.
Yeah, get it down.
Protect
Get it
it
down.
now. That's poor, innit? It's poor. Go inside.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka there just.
Look, Scott there again.
Lumping the ball.
Like a driving force today.
he's
him.
done
He
well,
really
done
is.
well.
1v1, let's see it.
Ronaldo
Look
on
at
the
Shaw
left.
here.
I know.
Look at Shaw here. Brilliant. Oh, I'm ball.
Poor
No.
cross. That's better though.
Still
run.
the
Shaw
right
actually
kind of
overlapping.
stuff we
yeah.
want to see, yeah.
See, that's fucking cheeky. That
One
not
on.
looking at the ball there. Go on,
Good,
Scott. Keep
Scott.
it. Keep it. That's a book in that
I was
ref.
going to say.
I like
Can you
just because
do
we've
that?
all like McTominay in that play, their players just going, oh, yeah, he just pulled me. That's a yellow card, isn't it?
Yeah. Look
Like
at that there.
purposely
That's his
grabbing him and
touches
stopping
for
it.
today. Touches.
Yeah, box to
Heavily
box.
involved.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been
He's
really
injured
good,
now.
McTominay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem, innit? It's so frustrating how
Play
he and
Shaw.
Fred, if you could play like this every week, great.
Oh,
Yeah.
If Fred could
yeah.
play how he did against Palace every week, great.
Yeah.
But it's not like that, is it?
Good, Maguire.
2 minutes of stoppage time.
Good.
Sancho out to
Overlap.
Maguire. Who's crossed it in?
No
Hit the
way.
first man. I love that, crossing it in to himself.
No, stop.
There you go,
Go on,
Sancho.
slide it.
Oh, he's
Oh,
done well
nice.
to
He's
keep it
done
there.
very well, yeah.
It's gonna be
Cavani
Maguire,
got
innit?
frustrated and he wanted that ball coming in.
Maguire. Out to Greenwood. Just
He'll
enough to
get
keep
there.
it in.
He'll get there. Corner. Done
Fair,
very
I
well.
think.
Is it?
Yeah, keeping a bit of pressure now, United. Shaw's been better, hasn't he? We'll talk about that
Yeah.
half time maybe, but it's been a lot better from him.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, it is a corner. My mistake. Come on then. Corner to United. Cross it in.
Finish. Just don't look a threat from them, do we?
No, not at all.
Quality of delivery's got to be
Comfortably headed
better.
out.
When was the last time we had a really,
Nice.
Greenwood.
Oh.
And he shanked it.
like a really competent corner taker?
Beckham.
Yeah.
Like I'm going back in my mind
Mata
trying to
and
think.
Bruno ought to be good. But
Yeah.
you never felt like we were going to score many. Again-
First bit with class there as well. That
Yeah,
second.
it was. Rangnick talked about, he said in, I don't know if anyone watched that interview where he's talking about the different phases of play when you're in the ball, when you're with the ball, without the ball,
Yeah.
when you lose it, when you win it. And they said about set pieces, I think he said, was it 15% of goals come from set pieces or 30%, something like that? So you should dedicate that amount of time to set pieces in training.
Yeah.
So he's obviously, he doesn't neglect set pieces. He's not a manager. I know it's only been three, this is third league game, or fourth league game. So he doesn't neglect them, but we just look so impotent, so lacking any danger whatsoever from set pieces.
Even if you're bringing someone a role, Ramsey's got a role to work on,
Yeah.
individualised stuff as well as that. So we should dedicate time because that's what he
Yeah.
said, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Half time then, Manchester United 3, Burnley 1. I know it's not over yet. Obviously 3-0 would be better. But that was a lot more comfortable, wasn't it? That's a lot more
Yes.
like what we want to see United do.
Definitely, I feel like after the Newcastle game, I wanted a reaction. Has it been the reaction I would love in Angelina World, where we're having a brilliant game and we're great going forward and we're not making silly mistakes? Not 100% at all. It's
No.
not been the most amazing performance, but compared to Newcastle, it's certainly, to a degree, some kind of reaction. So I've got to take what I'm given here, and I'm pretty grateful for that. Do you know what I mean? Scott McTominay, absolutely amazing. Great to see how well he has done. I know there were a few sceptics looking at him and Matic in midfield, but it seems to have worked well so far. Regarding the centre-backs, people throwing shade at them, there's not really much we can do at this point, as we've discussed. But yeah, on the whole, pretty happy with that. Because on paper, we are winning. We've scored 3 goals in the first half. So
yeah, none of us expected to score 3 goals, did we, Ryan? What did you make of that?
No, I think Ange hit the nail on the head there. It's not been a fantastic watch, but at the end of the day, it's a 3-1. Not a result, but a 3-1 going in at half time. Scott McTominay, like Ange said, brilliant. The driving force. You've got to look at his touches in both sides of the pitch. He's been brilliant for me. I'm just keep the ball nice and patient. You're 3-1 up now. Like, hopefully, just take care of it, and hopefully we'll create more chances. And the 2 centre halves and the back 4, defensive wise, there's still massive holes. They are creating chances. Lennon looks lively when he gets it, but listen, let's stay positive. We're 3-1. We've been asking for a reaction. It's 3-1 at half time. If we win the game 3-1, we're happy, aren't we? 3 points.
Yeah, that's the thing in it. Like you said before the game, none of us expected United to score 3 goals in that half. They have done. They could have scored 2 more easily. Ronaldo should have had another one at least. Played through twice, basically, especially that first one. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and he just puts it over. We're actually making chances, something we didn't really do against Newcastle. And like you said, they still are making too many chances. The Lennon one was there. Woods had that diving header in like 3 minutes in where he could have done better. But it's much better. And this is what, like you said, this is what we needed. You can't just keep playing every game worse and worse and worse and worse. And this is back in the right direction. Let us know your thoughts on the first half. McTominay, for me, standout player, as we said.
Yeah.
Ronaldo getting involved more as well, which is good. He barely had a chance against Newcastle, did he, Ronaldo? And he's had 3.
I forgot he was on the pitch at times. Yeah,
and he's had 3 already tonight, so much better. How much of that do you think is down to the changes in personnel, the players maybe having a kick up the arse over the last few days, and how much do you think is down to Burnley haven't played in 3 weeks?
I think...
No, you go.
I think you've all got to look at yourself. I think we start worrying about other teams, and I think we do a lot of that at the moment. Like you said at the start of the show, we're worrying about too much about other teams. We're Man United, you know what I mean? So Newcastle was a dreadful performance. They probably got a kick up the backside, and we've seen a reaction, and that's all you can ask for. The lads have got to go out there once they cross the white line, give a reaction, and you can't fault the effort and can't fault the application. So let's just hope for a lot more chances created in the second half, and let's kick on. It'd be nice to get like a little 4-1, a 5-1, and just bit of confidence, and that's.
Because that's the thing, it has been definitely a lot better, hasn't it? It's not like we've just happened to be a bit better. This is a much better performance than we saw against Newcastle. Against, I know you could say it's only Burnley, but they're above Newcastle in the league, having played 4 games less than them. Yeah. So as much as it's only Newcastle, it's only, as much as it's only Burnley, it was only Newcastle. And we were by far the worst team. You see the stats there, 57% possession, only 1 shot on target for Burnley, but they have looked more dangerous than that sort of suggests. But the key thing for me there is United 12 shots, 4 on target. That's better, and presumably the goal isn't included in that because obviously Sancho's shot wasn't on target. So really, it's more dangerous than it looks. Whereas against Newcastle, we barely did anything. Sancho's one who's a lot of people want him in the team. Got picked today. Maybe it was COVID related why he didn't start the other night. But he's been good, hasn't he? And him and Shaw especially, I want to make sure we get to Luke Shaw, have been pretty good on that side, haven't they? Luke Shaw, probably his best game of the season so far, maybe? Yeah. Maybe going too far with that? Or
No, I think we talked about it again, before the game started, when someone in the chat put about where's the creativity in the team, and we spoke about Shaw and Wan-Bissaka being that outlet and being that that little creativity in the team, and I think he's done that. I think he's bombed on. I think he's looked lively defensively as well. He's won his battles. And like you said, they're sprinting 60 yards to do an overlap with Ronaldo. Granted, the M ball wasn't great, but we won a corner from it. That's what you want to see from Luke Shaw. That's the Luke Shaw that we know, not this lazy, sluggish Luke Shaw. We want to see that attacking side of him, because when he's on it, like you said, like we've seen in the Euros, there's probably very few left backs in the world that are like him on form. So, and again, for me, Sancho, when he's direct and when he starts not playing safe, he's brilliant. That's why they brought him. You've seen his clips when he's in Dortmund. He's exciting, and that's what we want. United have always had exciting wingers, and he's certainly one of them.
And it seems like he's more willing and more keen to go past players and challenge players now. He saw for the
That's
goal,
his game.
cutting inside, going past the man. Obviously, gets a bit of help with the deflection. But those two on the left hand side have been good, haven't they? And it's good to see Shaw playing better, isn't it?
100%. We spoke before kickoff about how brilliant he was, last season and with England and stuff. And that's kind of, proof of it is there. He has got it. And I think it's also this whole game, it's great to see that, those changes were made. A lot of people thought, it's drastic, it's a lot of changes. But so far, it's actually worked making these changes. And it's great to see Shaw playing well. Really nice to see him and Sancho linking up. Would be interested to see that, obviously more in the second half and in other games and how that could work. And as well with Sancho, he seems a lot more like the player we saw, for Dortmund. Which it's what you want to see. That's why we paid all that money for him. So, but Shaw, really impressed with him. And just hope it continues now. And hopefully, Rangnick will stick with what it seems to be. If you're playing well, you're in the team. And hopefully now we can get, a good run of games that will definitely help him out.
Yeah, hopefully. Chris, cheers him with a super chat. Took Lennon 18 games to score past us. Cheers, Slabhead. Interesting. Yeah, that was the one downside, wasn't it? And that was the one downside, wasn't it? Their goal. Do you think that changes things, or is it just consolation?
It's annoying.
It's complacency, isn't it? That's what it is. I think the way we've been playing, there's a few holes in midfield now and again. There's few holes in the wide areas, and they will get chances from set pieces. That's Burnley for you. But I think if we kick on and play and create chances, there's more goals. And like I said, it'd be nice to have a comfy cushion and a 4-1, 5-1. That's what Sean Dyche, what I mean RH wants. So not the RH.
Yeah, that'd be good. Being able to actually comfortably dispatch a team rather than having to just squeak past everyone every time we want to get a goal, a win. Jacob OC, can't see how Rashford gets back into the starting lineup so far. Shaw looking good too. I mean, on current form, he won't, will he? That's the whole problem. He's not playing well. So if Sancho is, or Greenwood is, then he'll stay. Do you think Greenwood's been good, or is he sort of gone under the radar a bit? I think him and Cavani, maybe they've done more than I've seen. But Ronaldo, I can think, here's the things he's done. Sancho, here's the thing, Shaw the same. I did not notice them two quite as much. Quite a game for them.
I guess Greenwood, was it the... which goal was it? Greenwood's pass to... the McTominay goal. Was it Greenwood's pass to Ronaldo? Then, so that's the only thing that sticks in my mind. And it's interesting because we're seeing Greenwood playing in different positions now. We're seeing him, him playing on the wing, more up front, and maybe it's a case of figuring out what's best. But he hasn't really stood out. Cavani, disappointing a little bit. But maybe we're asking for too much. We've scored 3 goals, so maybe I just need to shut up. I don't know.
Maybe. Philip Mershon with the super chat says, without Bruno and Fred, we're holding the ball a lot better. I don't think it's a coincidence that we make more chances when we aren't giving the ball away. Also, up the RH. Yeah, that's a point, isn't it? That's worth mentioning, I suppose. We do seem to be giving the ball away a lot. I don't have the stats in front of me, exactly how many times we've given the ball away so far, but we don't seem quite a sloppy in possession. I think Matic helps with that, definitely, because he's a lot more secure on the ball than Fred is. And obviously Bruno, his game is taking risks, creating chances. Maybe you don't need to drop them both, but maybe those two together struggle, because when it's Fred and Bruno playing, they're both giving the ball away a lot. The difference is, though, Bruno's giving the ball away trying to create chances and is good at doing so. Fred is giving the ball away trying to make short passes. He's not taking the same risks as Bruno, but he gives the ball away a lot. So I think maybe without one of them or the other one,
Yeah.
you can kind of get away with it. But maybe both of them playing is
Yeah,
is
I
difficult.
can get where he's coming from with that.
Yeah.
I think the thing was, like you said about Bruno, he's taking them risks, and they're gonna create chances by doing that. He's a sort of player that gets the fads off the seat, and granted, he's not been doing it recently, but he's having a bit of a dip. But he's gone to win it. He can't keep that consistency up. But had a great end to the season, start of the season, and he's having a bit of a dip. But we can't just go against it saying, we can't play and this and that, because
exactly.
he's one of the creative sparks that we have. So suspension might do in the world of good, having a bit of a game out or whatever, and just seeing, and the way they're playing there, he might not be getting in if it's down to performances. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's Snowman 786, very good. Says Greenwood play switching is leading to chances and goals eventually. Unsung hero of this game. Well, there you go. That's what he's been doing. Who is RH? How dare you? For people who don't know,
The disrespect.
the disrespect's mad. You know?
what do you do, Ryan? That's particularly exciting.
Not a lot, Joe.
No, come on, tell him.
You do
Not a lot.
Elite
you
level
do Sean
coach.
Dyche impersonations.
Yes, I'm a Sean Dyche impersonator.
In your spare time.
In my spare time. No, former professional footballer, and I work with elite pros, one-to-one coaching. Bruno Fernandes, Fred, Dalot, Elanga, Adam Armstrong, Southampton, the list goes on, championship players. But thanks for asking, Joe.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, mate.
Just in case anyone didn't know, sorry for putting
I
you on
hope,
the spot
hopefully you know who RH is now, mate.
I think most people do, but maybe some people didn't. But yeah, Bruno.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, no, good. Very good. Very good credentials you've got. Not
Manscaped.
yet to defend him.
Use code Paddock Live for 20% off, free shipping.
Thank you very much to Manscaped
Cheers,
for sponsoring the show. And thank you to Ryan for reading
I'm good at it, you know.
You are.
You know.
You've done a couple before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, you know.
You sneak in there with a read occasionally.
Gotta do it, and I've got to keep relevant so I'm on here, you know what I mean?
Matthew Freeze says LeBron James, Tiger Woods, and myself. It's our birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Matthew. Joe, can you sing to us? I shan't be singing to you now, but I will say happy birthday. Hope it's good. Man United, statistically, quite likely to win. And, LeBron James, what is it, 38? Bloody hell, he's getting on a bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he 38, LeBron?
I think so, if it's his birthday. Let's have a look. LeBron James is 37.
37.
Interesting, I thought he was 37 already.
How old's Tiger Woods?
Older than that. Let's have a look.
Got to be in his
45?
late. Got to be in his maybe early
49,
50s.
I'd say.
Is that?
46, good guess.
46.
Very well done. Yeah, happy birthday, but I can't say it's too long and it's a long song.
You know what? I think you should do it, you know.
Happy birthday, Matthew. Go full, what's the name? Marilyn Monroe with it. Mr. President. Jesus. Ronaldo's 37 in 6 weeks.
Wow.
That's
6
incredible,
weeks.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, beginning of February.
Mm-hmm. Well, how far away did you think the beginning of February was? It's like 6
Longer.
months.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
My birthday is April 8th.
No. Yours?
November the 13th.
Neither of them.
My
I was hoping it
mum's
was the same
is
as
the
mine.
9th of November. Yes.
Mine's the 24th of July, 24/7, mate.
24/7. Love
Don't
it.
forget it. Good that, innit?
I like that.
I actually
Job.
won't forget it now.
That's good. You will. People
24/7.
still do. I say that to them and then they'd still forget it. Vernon says, do it. Sing, Joe. Jesus, Vernon.
Maybe you need a bit of, I don't know, encouragement in, they need to send you maybe 20 quid or something.
Or
for you
like
to sing.
6 pints.
6
Yeah.
pints.
I'll probably be up for singing happy birthday then.
Yeah.
People just listing the birthdays in the comments, which is good. It's Man United, me, myself, I can't be sure that we'll win. Yeah, that's the thing. If Burnley get the next goal, it's going to be hell.
We're going to be hysterical, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Burnley. I might regret saying this, but I don't think Burnley have got enough.
Got a fucking prayer.
You know what I mean? Nah, they've not
They
got
got
enough to
fucking
the creator. I might be wrong. I might shoot myself in the foot here,
No.
but I don't feel like Burnley on paper have they got enough to break us down
I
and
can't
score 2
see
to 3
Burnley
and
scoring 3 goals at Old
it's-
Trafford, can
it's-
you?
No.
Doesn't seem likely.
No.
Although we'll be eating these words in about 45
Probably,
minutes.
yeah,
if we
yeah.
don't
And crying, yeah.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah.
Glenn B says, funny, it's my birthday as well. Could I get a song from RH? There you go. Go
Go
on.
on.
Your
What's
turn.
his
You want me
name?
to do it? Glenn.
Glenny boy, this one's for you. Happy birthday.
Oh, you didn't go for it. Happy birthday. Everyone's just lying now. We need to start showing passports like they used to do at Frankie and Benny's. You want to get a free milkshake? You've got to show your passport.
Have you ever been at the TGI's when it's your birthday?
That's maybe what I meant.
Oh
Yes.
my!
When they do the clapping, there's so much going
Happy
on.
birthday! It's like, oh
Embarrassing,
my
isn't it?
God, what's going on? Just give me chicken wings, will you?
Yeah.
Just give me
it's bad.
JD chicken.
Sesame chicken strips in there, so
yeah,
good.
those
aren't they?
JD ones.
Oh,
That's what Steve has them all the time. He's obsessed with them.
Amazing.
Second half's kicked off. I've only been to TGI Fridays like twice.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it in there.
I don't.
Oh, it was like the place to be when I was younger.
Was
They
it?
had one at the Trafford Centre. We still
TGI's.
do, I think.
Yeah, they
Oh.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Was the Trafford Centre a big deal when you were growing up?
Yeah,
Was it
I
like,
mean,
let's go there and hang out and stuff.
well, yeah, because I have a lot of friends that aren't from Manchester but live in Manchester, and they'll say, "Oh my God, we're going to go to the Trafford Centre for the day. Do you want to come with us?"
For the
Like,
day.
we're going to do that, and I'm
It's
like,
Alton Towers.
"Why on
Yeah.
earth would you go there for the day?" Like, because I've always lived pretty close to it, and it's always been there since I've been born.
Like that. Step
I go
on.
quite a lot, but I just nip in for something. It's
You
like
see it as a shop
local
rather than
Yeah,
like an
rather than a
event.
day.
Yeah, but some people are really into going for the day and doing everything that's there. No, thank you.
Nomna Nassim says it's my birthday. I hate to say this, I don't believe you. I feel you're merely piggybacking on other
Happy
people's
birthday
birthdays.
anyway,
but
mate.
statistically, it's
your
probably at
birthday.
least 3 people's birthdays watching.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. And happy birthday to all whose birthday it was yesterday who didn't get
And the day
credit.
before, and tomorrow as well, because we're not going to see you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's nice. Very good.
Very thoughtful.
It was actually. Angus says this is on Saturday. I mean, everyone's got a birthday.
Angus,
at some
have a good
point.
birthday. Can we
No,
stop
we
this?
can't
though?
do this anymore because everyone's birthday is one of
Yeah.
these days.
But you know what all these people should do if it's their birthday? They should make sure that they have entered the 12 days, shouldn't they?
Wow, if you want an extra present, enter the 12 days of Paddock.
A chance of
click
getting an
join in
extra
the comments,
present, yeah.
And you might have a chance of, well, you do have a chance of winning an extra gift.
What,
or
do any other
7.
guests do what me and Ange are
I
doing?
know.
Here? Seriously, what
No.
do we need to do more to?
Absolute.
It's mad,
I
innit?
know,
And we're
working
getting the
hard
result
here.
today, Ange.
Yeah, exactly.
You've brought the result with you this time, have you?
Mad. Cheers, Joe.
Rather than last time. You're welcome. I sorted it out for us.
Yeah, you did,
I
mate.
texted other players saying,
Yeah.
please win. I've got 2.
Box it off.
Yeah.
Got 2 difficult guests
Yeah.
joining me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got 2. They'd love to see you win. They'd love that. Eric Bailly. Doing
Nice,
that's
good
nice.
play.
Come on then now. Let's actually
No, done well to recover
did.
that.
And not get fucked as well.
Yeah, I think it's not. It's
Come on
alright.
then. There's a pass inside. No. Don't need it. Yeah, they're able to keep the ball there.
Yep, done well, Scotty by
Yeah,
there.
yes.
Maguire's looking for that long one all the time, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good.
Trying to play
Good
it out from the
football.
back. Yeah,
Very
it's
good.
good. Just taking our time with it. Actually managing to keep the ball
Nice.
up and down the pitch for a little bit rather than just
Oh,
giving it
that's
away. And that's a
dodgy though.
couple of soft
Nice,
ones,
nice to
wasn't it?
see that. Patient recycling it. Good.
Joe looks like the Northern Quarter in human form. That's interesting. I don't know if that's mean or nice or what, but thank you.
Well, Northern Quarters, trendy,
It is.
Trendy, yeah. Slightly
Popular.
full of intelligent, edgy people. So there
Thank
you
you.
go.
This is great. This is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
We're still trying to big you up after
Yeah.
that 10
Yeah.
out
Still
of
losers is what I was
1,000.
thinking, but you know.
No.
Wan-Bissaka out
on then,
to Greenwood.
Get in, bud.
Go on then.
Good
It's across in
ball.
Ronaldo.
Oh, God, that
Can't,
was
no
not...
goal kick.
He's headed that to the corner flag, bless him.
It looked like he was going to cry then.
Yeah, he did, didn't
Yeah, he's had a few chances. I mean, this isn't an easy chance. This is,
No.
what, 15 yards out? Oh, no, 12
he?
yards
Tries
out.
to glance it, doesn't he? But just goes wrong.
Gets a thick head on it.
Yeah.
See, there were a lot of people kicking off about Ronaldo's revealed his next club because on his family Christmas picture
Jesus.
under the tree there was something sporting under it. So of course he's going to Sporting Lisbon, isn't he?
Talk about reading too much
Yeah.
into it.
I
eh?
know.
No, it's mad.
Not that he's ever played for them before.
Or
as
that
a
his
child.
family are Portuguese
Yeah.
and maybe support them or...
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Northern Quarter Bogs. I don't know what that means. Joe looks like he should have a non-speaking part in Yellowstone. What's Yellowstone? It's a drama series. I think it looks very American. From 2018. Very good reviews.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Costner is
We'll
the
take
marquee
that.
attraction of this ensemble cast. And I look like I should be part of it, apparently. I'll take that.
But not speaking.
No, I don't deserve that. No talent, but...
We're
you
not
know, I
seeing
love the
your
part.
presenting skills, Joe. Manscaped, readouts and that.
That's true. I did well with that, didn't I?
You did very well, mate.
Thank you. Paddock Live is the code. Click it. Link in the description. 20% off and free shipping. Very casual.
I love it.
I like that, just popping them in.
Class.
Luke Shaw, United, do you know what they're doing? Which is what we asked them to do at the start of the game.
Yeah.
We're holding the ball. We're actually controlling the
calm.
game.
Forcing it away.
This
good.
is the
Go on then.
difference.
That's your time
We
now.
couldn't establish any
very
control
good from
against
Shaw.
Newcastle because we just kept
Oh,
giving the
brilliant.
ball.
No, Cavani, what you do? Oh, he's in.
Oh,
He might be on ball this.
Oh, good save.
Well done, Luke. That's a corner to United. I don't know why he's took the corner there like we're going to do anything with it. Cavani tried to mess up this back.
Tried to flick it to Greenwood, didn't
inside. You can't
Shaw,
track
very
him.
good. The flick
See,
was
that's
it was handball. It was.
Although actually they've changed the rule, haven't they? So unless it's the person who scores or directly assists or something, it's not necessarily handball. Anyway, I don't know.
Ronaldo and Scott
Corner.
talking
Come on.
tactics then.
Come on,
Quick
no
goal.
set piece would be
Here we
nice,
go.
wouldn't it, mate?
Shocking.
It's
First
always
man
fi-
again.
The
Jesus
deliveries are so
Christ.
poor.
Just put it to the back
First
post.
man all the time.
I
Yeah.
know
Going
that the
on,
manager
yeah.
said he's only going to dedicate, 15%, 30% of time
Yeah.
to it. But I'd be happy if for a week they dedicated a little bit more time
100%.
to it. Do you know
Even
what I
just
mean?
chipping it over the first man's head would be
Yeah.
nice, wouldn't it? So poor.
Yeah, it was shocking. Shaw.
Can't
Out to
hit.
Sancho. Go on then.
No. Oh,
First man.
First man again. Give him.
Oh.
He's been
Cavani
poor.
can't get the
He's
ball
been
out of his
poor
feet
on the
today.
ball,
Barney's
wasn't he?
struggling.
Yeah. He's found his
There
man
we
there
go,
as
who's
well. It's
this?
a 2-on-2 here.
He's quick now.
There he is. He's done well there by stuck a leg in
I was
as
gonna
well.
say,
Snap
where is-
someone's leg.
Where's
Slowed him down
Maguire?
well there by. That's the pace that's to keep up with him.
Yeah.
And then he has to turn back because he's not going to outpace him.
It's a good ball.
It is. You can tell he hit it nice, couldn't you?
Ah.
Oh, and he's Cavani'd it. Can't get it under
Is that
control,
going to be
can
a
he?
thing now?
Cavani did.
Drum Monkey says, demonstrate the manscaped. Words mean nothing in this material realm.
No, thank
Are you
you.
getting banned?
I'll do it.
You could do it for your ears if you had an.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Oh,
I
you
don't
know
think that's
it's-
what he's asking
I
for,
don't
is it?
I
We know-
don't
we know
either,
what
but
he's
I was
asking
trying
for.
to be.
Yeah,
We
can't
know
do
what
that.
Nice match.
A nice close up. No. Just send you two out of the room and I'll do the manscaping.
Please, as long as we're being sent out of the
Please
room.
leave. This is me at my worst. This is what they want. Will you buy one now? Jesus, imagine. Just complete breakdown. Shaw on the left.
Oh,
And he
Ronaldo done well there.
yeah, I think
Just
Sancho
drilled the
looked
ball in
offside,
it.
didn't
Come off his ab, didn't it?
he? Yeah, popped off an ab.
Just popped off
He's
an
got
ab.
50p abs, this lad. Couldn't get where he wanted, could he? Have you ever had abs?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got a gut.
Yeah,
I've
but
got
in
a-
your heyday.
I've got a pouch now.
Have you? Like a
Yeah,
kangaroo that's had loads
mate.
of babies.
Kangaroo pouch, me,
All
mate.
saggy and withered.
Good job this table's in the way. It's hanging over the
Is it?
Nah, it's not that bad, but
Have you ever seen that woman
Especially
on
after
TikTok
Christmas.
who she's kneading dough
Oh,
and then it
minging,
zooms out and it's
yeah.
her belly?
Oh no!
yeah, I've
It's
seen
great.
that.
It's all, she put all flour on it. She's like pressing it and then zooms out.
It's
Belly.
all that Christmas food, though, innit? Like Pringles are the one, aren't they?
Oh, they're unbelievable.
Once you pop, mate,
You can't stop.
I love
No.
that. I love it.
I don't know why more crisps haven't gone down
What's
the
your
sort
favourite
of
flavour?
reconstituted potato route.
I don't mind a bit of, is it sour cream and
Yeah, they're good. The
chive?
barbecue ones are good.
Barbecue's good.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think the salt, just plain salted, is underrated with Pringles. I think
Yeah.
they're good. That tatty taste.
Yeah, salt of it. They're all nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they are good. They're fantastic, actually. Even when they go a bit wacky and they're like, oh, we're doing like a tandoori chicken one, you're like, still good.
Yeah.
Like it's made of rice instead of potato.
Yeah.
Still.
What's that? What's that
Smash it in my
paprika
gob.
one? What's that called?
Paprika.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They are
they're
good.
very good. Them.
Oh, mouth's watering. I could smash a tube of
Do
Pringles
they have
now,
the
couldn't
like
you?
Oh,
spicy hot ones here?
Not as much.
The barbecue hot ones.
No,
They had them in Berlin. They were
Yeah, I
very
think
nice.
they've got them.
Have they?
Yeah, with a black with the flames on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm an expert with these.
Texas
Pringles.
BBQ.
Unbelievable. That's why the pouch. Don't get the pouch from nothing, lads.
So you've never had abs? Not like
I
Ronaldo.
might have done that back in the day.
Yes.
Skin and bone.
Have you ever had abs, Ange?
No.
Have you, Joe?
Me?
Nah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Cam.
Even when I was like playing
Cam, have you
football all the
ever had
time as a
abs?
kid. No, Cam hasn't had abs.
Chubby
Cam's
kid.
a chubby kid, he said. He used to look like a little wombat. Bless him. There's a point when he... Well, no. It's too behind the scenes. There's a picture of Cam, who's the long-standing producer who everyone has heard his name, where he's 16 or 15, and he hasn't started puberty yet, and he looks like an 8-year-old girl. And it's a fantastic picture. And then there's a picture of him about 8 months later, and he looks like Cam now. But it took
Can
you
I
a
see
while
this
to
picture?
get going, didn't it? Ball in the box. Wood heads it
Oh
down.
no, Cork.
Oh, good block. Eric Bailly is offside, I believe. Wood. Hey, did you ever have... This is from Sam Goff. Did you ever have the little Pringles holder that you put in your lunchbox back in the day?
Yeah.
Someone turned up... Everyone had them. It was like the red one, the blue one, the green one.
I had a
and then
pink
someone
sparkly
turns
one.
up with the sparkly
Yeah,
one.
that
and
was
the game
me.
changed.
That was
Game
me.
Wow,
over.
you had the sparkly, the glittery one.
Yes.
They were unbelievable, weren't they? I reckon that's what... do you remember when the Game Boy Advance came out? And you could have that one where you could see through it a little bit. I reckon they nicked that off the Pringles people. I think that's where they got that idea from.
Yeah, I think they did.
Translucent plastic. It was invented by Pringles. Killian Wallace says, "Get a beer on me, lads and lasses. R.I.P. Nancy Reagan." Yeah, rest in peace, Nancy Reagan. You weren't on the last watch along, but some of the things people were saying that Nancy Reagan was capable of were quite staggering.
Who's Nancy Reagan?
Former wife of President Ronald Reagan.
Oh, right. Okay.
Who Ronaldo is named after because he was an actor before he was president.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
That is. Yep.
We learnt a lot that's how desperate times were.
It's educational. It's not just like entertaining. It's educational as well, isn't it?
100%.
That's what people forget. Like Smart or Brainiac or something like that. Do you remember Brainiac? With Chris, what was he called?
Vaguely.
Chris. Oh, what was he called? The main guy from Brainiac. He had a funny name. But anyway, forget that. Cork on the screen. What's his name? Someone write his name. The main guy from Brainiac. Get a fun name. John Tickle. Thank you. That's what it was. John Tickle on Brainiac. Good stuff. Anyway.
De Gea wants that there, not.
No, Ronaldo was named after Reagan when he was the president in the 80s when Ronaldo was born.
Yeah, but the reason that he was named is because he's an actor. Don't start with me
So
on
what?
this.
No, where does that come from then? Like Ronaldo was named after. Like where
so his
that
parents liked Ronald Reagan when he was an actor.
So Ronaldo, right?
Ronaldo. I guess that's the Portuguese.
Because I think a lot of people assume it's got something to do with the other Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, it's not.
No.
O'Mockney. Terrible, sorry, I've got that wrong. I had a Game Boy when I was a kid and my dad smashed it. That's sad, isn't it?
That's nice. Isn't
Savage.
Well, how did he smash it? Why?
Yeah, I did smash it. Underfoot? Did he throw it at a wall? Hammer? Over his knee?
That's extreme. Great ball.
That is a great ball. Not great
Done
enough.
well out in there.
Sancho's won it back.
Nice.
Come on now.
Keep it.
Yeah. Matic.
Should have gone into the Sancho earlier
He's forced
there.
himself into a difficult pass there.
Don't foul.
And that's United winning back.
Passes it
Good
out
stuff.
fine.
Burnley seem to have lost a bit of their energy, don't they?
Yeah.
They're just flagging
Clark's
a little
coming
bit.
off. Who's coming on? 16?
Stevens is coming on.
Dale Stevens, is it?
Hey, what are you doing for New Year's Eve, everyone? Let us know at
Just-
home. New
just-
Year's Eve
just
plans.
family. Little family party.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, what about you, bud?
What are some of them indoor fireworks and all that?
No, nothing like that, mate.
Have you seen them?
Not fucking psycho.
No, they're explicitly sold as indoor.
Oh, yeah.
Not just like.
Come on then, I'll let rock off.
Inside. Straight
Going
through the
around
town.
it off,
Run, quick!
The curtains have
Chase
gone
the
up.
fireworks.
Curtains are on fire.
All the kids. 3, 2, 1, run!
No, you can buy actual indoor
Fireworks
fireworks.
from inside. What's that about? Oh, Ronaldo's.
So you're having
Fireworks inside.
a family party?
How has anyone
that's
had
not
that
right.
approved as something that's okay?
Yeah, I don't know. They do exist though.
Okay.
And what are you up to?
Potentially going out.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, braving
Wow.
it. What about the
Braving
queues
it.
though? The terrible queues.
Got tickets, sorted it out.
Go
Don't you
on,
worry.
Ange.
Come
no
on.
messing.
See you later. Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Good luck getting that taxi home.
Oh,
just makes
don't
you
you
feel
worry.
sick.
I've got someone picking me up.
Oh,
Got my mother Jackie. She's given up
very
her
good.
New Year's Eve
love
because
that.
I've never been out on
Commitment,
New
that.
Year's Eve.
You've never been out on New Year's Eve?
Never ever. I've had some terrible New Year's Eves, let me tell you.
you?
But yeah, some really really bad ones. So Mother
like it's too
Jackie.
bad to ask.
Yeah, it's too deep.
I'm not even asking.
It's for after the show, guys.
Jesus.
But yeah, so Mother Jackie has volunteered to taxi me to and from
Love that.
Manchester.
Mother
Fair
Jackie,
play.
is she a nun?
Fair play.
Mother Jackie.
Mother
thank you for picking me
Jackie. Yeah.
up. Thomas Dickinson, indoor fireworks endorsed by Mario Balotelli. Was it him that did loads of fireworks in his
Yes,
house?
and
it
set-
was.
burnt
And
his
didn't
house
like the
down?
fire brigade get
What's
called.
Wan Bissaka doing? It's a free kick.
It didn't look like it. It didn't look like he did
Did it
anything.
not?
He tried to buy it, didn't he?
Sloppy from him again, though, isn't it?
Deep Feddy says, my Christmas plan is to do ecstasy. Well, it's 5 days after Christmas, so I think you did quite a lot. If you still don't think Christmas has happened yet, and your plan is to do ecstasy, you already did it, and it worked. I think maybe he meant New Year's Eve plan, but if you meant Christmas, what a week he's had.
Unreal.
Bloody hell. Right.
Wow.
What are you doing, Joe? You didn't really tell us.
I don't know yet. So I don't know why I shouted.
Right.
So what
know
happened
yet.
was I took out the anger of me not being able to find anything. Or I've got like 4 people like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like
Some people are last
coming to
minute.
me.
Oh, like you've got all the answers.
Yeah, like,
So
what we're doing then?
man.
What we're doing then? I don't know what we're doing. I don't know anything.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find a party or like a night or something. I don't know. New Year's Eve though, innit?
Yeah.
Might just stay in, get a
Yeah.
big sausage
Very
from a
much.
chippy. How many of them do you
drive
could eat?
Oh,
Chip shop sausage, just standard size. You sort of that long one.
a few, I reckon.
20.
I'll give it a go.
Go on then. How many would you eat at
Get
once?
them
You
in
just
now.
do one at
and I'll give
once.
it- Oh.
I don't eat pork, so
Do you not?
nope.
Okay. Avoided the question nicely. Mother Jackie needs to be a Netflix series. It does sound like one,
Mother
doesn't
Jack,
it?
yeah, that's brilliant.
Listen, my family could be a full-blown reality TV
Really?
series. So
what
yeah.
would it be like? The Crown or
Chaos.
Shame.
Shameless.
Is it?
Kind of in between
gave
the
you-
two, I
okay,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Friends or maybe like
Maybe
Roseanne.
Friends, yeah. I feel like we'd be very good on Gogglebox.
Ah, there you go.
That's good.
So, yeah, Gogglebox if you're watching. Let us know.
So a lot of people are talking about this guy that still thinks he's going to do MDMA for Christmas. It's the 30th. He said he's been going for
It
a
could
week.
mean next Christmas.
I recommend a toffee crisp and a fridge chocolate milkshake, lad. Drum monkey there, who knows his way around a come down by the sound of things. Fantastic. Slow-paced football. Need to get the tempo up a bit. Do we, or do we just need to control the game, Ryan? I mean, obviously, we were saying we would like to see 4-5-1, wouldn't we? But
Still, Lennon again. Direct goal kick. Is it a corner? Yeah, it is a bit of a slow-paced game.
yeah.
I think, obviously, we've got that heavy cushion, 2-goal cushion.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd like to see a bit more excitement in it. You can tell that we're talking about indoor fireworks while the game's going on, so it can't be that exciting.
Joe's asking how many sausages everyone could eat.
Sausages
So.
can everyone eat?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I got carried away.
It's not your fault, Joe.
It's not actually, is
okay.
it? It's my environment and my upbringing. Someone said time for subs. Good time to bring Van de Beek and control the game a bit more, maybe, yeah.
It's a good shout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's 62
got away
minutes.
with
It's
that.
Now we go, now we
definitely
go, now we go, now we go.
Break,
Greenwood breaking. Sancho's
Ronaldo.
there.
Oh, brilliant. Go on, then.
Sancho's
He's in.
there.
He's in.
It's just drifted wide, hasn't it? Got to beat his man now.
1v1. Chop it back.
Oh.
Oh, that's a foul, that ref. He's not
He's
going to give it, though,
not
is
give
he?
it, though, no.
Back to McTominay!
Oh, my God. He's
He
finishing.
can't get. He's
very
getting
good
him on
today.
target tonight, isn't he? Didn't go in. But it was close.
Keeper's pulled off two. Well, one of them converted into a goal. This is a great strike
That's a
again.
foul as well.
It's that technique that he uses, that whipping technique really well.
He should take corners.
He's guided it around again. That's what
Oh,
he's
it's a
used to
good
defend.
save. That's a
Used to
fingertip.
midfielder again.
Yeah. That was further out.
Oh, it's a great,
right
great
on the
save.
tip, innit, that?
Very good. The ref with a little overs there.
Yeah. Dumb is it?
Yeah.
If that's any
Great
further than
save
the corner,
from
that's a goal.
Hennessy.
Very close.
He'll be on the Hennessy tonight or tomorrow.
Matthew Free says, Joe, I would move to the UK just to be friends with you, but that's creepy.
Oh my God.
You cut it off before it even happens. Corner to United, we're going to score. First man again. Fantastic.
Nice
Maybe it's because your mum's American that you bring the nostalgic humour. Interesting. Thank you. Good.
American,
Yes. Very much.
Didn't
so.
know that.
I didn't know that.
Learn something
Fun
new
fact.
every day.
Whereabouts?
Whoa.
The United States.
This is
Okay. What are you
strange.
trying to do? Go to a house of...
Whereabouts?
No.
Well,
wait,
she was born in California, but she mostly
Nice.
family in Michigan. There you go. There's your
Okay.
answer. Got American passport. Do you want a bit?
Yeah.
I'll let you in.
Have you?
I can get you in at the border, mate.
Yeah, go on, mate. Sort me
I'll lift
out.
the fence up.
yeah,
for
can you
you.
bring like a +1 or something with
I
that
have to be
passport,
married to
or-
them. So, no.
Well, you two are good, yeah.
Not in this case, no. Varane's coming on. Wonder why that
Oh, he
is.
just nearly tripped up
He
and
did,
rolled his
bless him.
ankle
Oh,
down
God.
the stairs. Good start.
Did that on purpose. He didn't want to
Yeah.
go on.
Wonder why that is. Interesting one.
Maybe
funny
a
sub,
bit
that,
of-
innit? It's
Yeah.
a funny, unless his injuries.
Maybe
it's a bit
keep
of
him
It's
by
a bit
for
of
a-
he's
fitness
just
or
passed out of
something.
play, so he
or-
probably needs to come off. His head's gone.
His head's gone. I'm not unfit. My head's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Is it by? That's a shame if it is by, because that's the African Cup of Nations starts soon, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Maybe it might be a precaution for that. Oh, it's down.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus
no, I
Christ.
hope it's not.
That's a shame, isn't it?
He looks fuming.
He's sat down.
Oh, he's
he's
got
got
cramp.
He's asking for him to do it. Maguire's not bothered.
He's like, get up.
Oh, like that. The physio ran on. Let me do
No,
it.
no.
Yeah,
No, this
don't
is
do
my
that.
job. I'm the one that has to push your foot back
And
when you
Harry's
got
just
cramp.
rummaging around in his bag as well.
Accidentally drank a sachet of calamine lotion there, Harry Maguire. Passed out immediately.
Oh, I hope Bailly's okay. He looks. Oh,
Interesting.
I'm going to be upset for him if he's out.
Steve Wright in the comments. Joe is a shining example of where the 7th floor at Chesterfield College can take you. Who are you? How do you know I was on the 7th floor at Chesterfield College?
Stalker.
Do I know you? Steve? Steve Wright in the afternoon? That's very
Steve
interesting,
Wright.
isn't it? I was at college, Chesterfield College on the 7th floor.
You're a big hit tonight.
Have you ever
Joe.
seen that Netflix series, You?
No.
You might want to be careful.
Stalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
Well, this person's been stalking me. They've been stalking me for 10 years because I was there in
They're
2012.
dedicated.
That's some real stalking, isn't it? That's a shame for Eric Bailly if he is injured.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing. That's a shame. Right. Come on, then. Steve Wright, I need more information from you because you've blown my mind a little bit there.
Oh,
Come on,
no,
Scott.
nah, sloppy, bud.
Yeah.
Slop it.
Aaron Lennon nipped in there.
Done very well,
Well
Wan-Bissaka.
done,
there.
Aaron. He's been alright, Wan-Bissaka, hasn't he? Not
Defensively.
given the
Not
ball away a
amazing.
few times on the ball, but
On the
defensively he's
ball.
looked alright.
You expect that from him now. I know it sounds awful, but sloppy on the ball.
Yeah.
Defensively wise.
A couple of times the ball's like bouncing, he just boots it back up in the air.
Yeah, all right, to play. Nice one.
Yeah.
One-on-one
Interesting.
defending. No,
Steve Wright says, I think we were there at the same time, but I didn't know you. You mentioned it on a stream once. There you go.
Good
See?
memory.
Good memory.
that.
Yeah.
We'll
Steve
cancel
Wright.
that harassment order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Cham's back post.
Yeah.
Was it me? It's a wrong net
No,
for
I
him
knew it was
anyway.
him. Was it me? He's trying to get that
Yeah.
own goal sort of cancelled out, isn't
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
But then he goes home. He goes home after the game, sees Sky Sports News all the time. Burnley, own goals.
Top
10
scorer.
me. He's never getting away, is it?
All time as well.
All
So
time.
someone else has got to do a
Oh.
good bit to overtake him. Falls right on his knob as well there, didn't he? Bless him. That was a bad fall. It felt like knees right out. What a night he's had. Thomas Dickinson said, New Year's Eve plans tomorrow, Friday night chippy dinner. What's your go-to chippy meal?
Ooh. It depends what vibe I'm on.
Really?
Pudding, chips and gravy.
What kind of
Pudding.
Steak pudding.
Steak pudding.
Or fish and chips. I'm
Yeah.
good with fish and chips, to be
Any
honest.
pea? Any
If the peas are there, then I will take them.
Got any pea?
Wait, you got any pea?
Any pea?
I don't know why I didn't pluralise it, but I didn't. So curry sauce, no.
No.
Curry sauce.
Pea.
I love curry sauce.
If it's there, yeah.
Okay. Ryan, what you saying?
Chips, curry, sausage.
Classic.
Large sausage. I know it
Large
sounds
sausage.
bad, but
Jumbo?
large sausage. Jumbo
Battered?
sausage. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Give it up,
Yeah.
Finn. I might have to order a chippy after this. I just like fish, chips, peas, and then an extra sausage, gravy, peas, and curry if possible. Just
Is
give
the
me
sausage
everything.
battered?
The sausage actually isn't battered because
Okay.
the fish is. So,
So that's enough batter for you, yeah.
Yeah. And I like some scraps and all if we can. If they go in. Classic
Sometimes
cod
they
and
do
chips.
other bits, don't they? Like scampi and shit like that, don't
Yeah,
they?
some do chicken nuggets these days.
Yeah.
What, in a chipper?
Yeah.
Get to Mackey's for
That might be a booking, that. Because that's really late by Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't think the ref saw it. It was facing the other way. Tartar sauce on the fish, people saying, yeah.
That's a bit fancy, that. That's more like a restaurant fish and chips.
Oh, yeah. I like a chippy where you can sit in. That's always good, yeah. Toners
And I
is
like
good,
to get
yeah,
a can of
cokes.
cream soda as well.
Cream soda? I was always more of a dandelion and burdock with a fish and chip.
Ooh, yeah.
Cherry aids and one.
Yeah, cherry.
I'm definitely going
Do you like
cherry
limeade?
first. What?
Limeade.
I thought you said live aid then. I was about to say one. All right,
I'm going to change the subject slightly. What's your favourite ever charity concert? Wood on the ball. I'm not talking about Harry Maguire's turning circle. Cheers, lads.
The Tin Man.
See you later. The Tin Man.
Tin Man.
He's
They're in again here. No,
no, they're good. That's
good.
come on now.
Go on then, drive now.
There you go.
Sancho, off you go.
Oh, he's done well there.
No,
He's
he's done
gone past
very
the
well
man
there.
first,
Go on
hasn't
then, off you go.
he? Right, Sancho on the
Get in
left,
the box
Cavani
now.
and Ronaldo in the middle. It's going to require a good cross, and that's
He's
not
done
bad.
it as well.
Ronaldo down to Cavani. I think
Brilliant.
he's offside.
Great save again.
Bloody hell.
If he was onside, what a save that is.
Yeah, they've given offside
He's
anyway.
made a few good saves tonight, Hennessy.
Yeah. People asking what a pudding is. What's the difference?
Pudding?
What is a pudding for anyone who doesn't know?
So
from a
it
chippy?
kind of looks like a pie.
Yeah.
But it's more. I don't know. It's
hard to explain,
It's
isn't it?
like a soft
tried it.
outer, not like a crumbly pastry. It's like I don't
It's
even know
been
how you would.
steamed
Yeah, it's
almost,
like a
isn't it?
steamed.
Steak. So nice,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But it's still
Steak
pastry
pudding.
with like a
What's
meat
his
filling.
face?
Hennessy's took it on the jaw there. Did you
Yeah.
see that? Head back like he's got punched by Lennox Lewis there. Rebecca Gormley, welcome to the Academy. Thank you very much. You're entered for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. It is steamed, apparently.
Yes.
Suet pastry.
Thank you. Yes.
They're so nice, them steak ones, aren't they?
So good.
They're good. They're quite small as well. They're smaller than a pie, aren't they?
Yeah. But if you've got enough chips and you're having some chip butties as well,
Muffin,
Then-
chip muffin from the chipper.
muffin.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't get into
Not
this
this.
debate. We're
Come
going to be
on.
here all night.
What do you
this.
call it? What do you call
A balm cake.
Oh, a balm, that's it. Chip
Balm,
balm
yeah.
rather than a muffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
No.
Yeah. Just because muffin's been a bit
So-
Americanised, you know,
Yeah.
that's
I
the
was
only
just
reason.
Joe told me it was a muffin before. With
I
Then
ain't
some
said
people
nothing.
call them
I call it a cob.
oven bottoms, oven tops, or something
Oven
like
bottoms,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kicking off in the comments. This is why you can't talk about it.
No,
What
sorry.
do you call it?
a roll.
Oh, a roll. Here we go.
What, a sausage roll?
Sausage rolls are good, aren't they?
Oh, Greg's.
What's everyone having for tea tonight since we're talking about food?
I don't know, but we're all starving now.
Starving now.
Everyone who's watching this
Should
is
we all
sat there
go to the
going, I
chippy?
love a chippy.
Oh, chippy
The problem
tea.
is they always shut, all the best ones shut at about 5. All the
If
good
not
ones.
earlier,
Yeah.
sometimes, yes. So
There
annoying.
used to be a chip shop in my...
Or they
in-
close at like lunchtime
That's
between
what I was
like
gonna
12
say.
and 2, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Or
hello,
they-
what if I want my lunch at 1?
yeah.
I know.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the good ones do, don't they? Have a little,
'Cause they're all
little
like family
siesta or
owned.
something.
Yeah. People saying it's a bread cake cup in Sheffield. It is a bread cake, but in Worksop,
Bread
it's a
cake.
cob. Interesting. Goes a bread cake. But Northern, it's balm. Well, no.
Bam.
Even
Spread
in
out.
Greater Manchester alone,
Yeah,
there's so many different ways of saying it.
Muffin.
Muffin, yeah.
balm. Welchit says they only give you tartar sauce if you order fish and chips here in New York. Pudding is like our pot pie. Interesting. Although a
Okay.
pot pie doesn't
Yeah.
usually have pastry underneath, does it? And it just got a lid on
They're
it.
in here. Alan
Like a
Lennon's in.
hat.
Maguire's just nearly
Maguire.
took his head off.
Oh,
Maguire
Recovered just
offside.
about.
He's offside anyway.
Everyone's offside all the time.
Yeah. Lennon's been a
My
little bit dangerous.
my
for
mate's
them,
mum's got the best baps. Shouldn't have read that.
Oh
Right,
my
so,
God.
You know what, Zach? I'm
Stop.
putting you in a timeout because you've tricked me. You've tricked me into saying something sexual.
Time out. Is that what you do?
You're on a timeout. Yeah, that's the
I
YouTube
didn't
equivalent
realise
of
that.
making someone sit on the stairs.
No way. Do you have a timeout?
Yep. I haven't actually put him in timeout, but I shouldn't have read that. I apologise. My mate's
Will you get in
got the
trouble
best
for that now?
baps.
Off the YouTube?
Yeah, they'll text
Oh, yeah.
me. I'll get a letter in the
Will they?
post.
No way saying that you've
Yeah.
like said that word. I was going to say it.
You
then.
say it.
No, I can't.
It's only
you're
bap.
going to get a letter if you
Nah,
say
I
it.
know, you
I'm
don't
a guest
really.
on this.
You don't
Just
get
got-
anything like that.
Professional. Up the RH.
Joe, I need your mum's sweet
Oh
potato
my God,
casserole
what is going
recipe.
on?
No, because I read it first and it wasn't even bad.
Oh,
Sweet potato casserole. Yeah, I made sweet potato. I made it this year. Marshmallows.
Do you
on top
guys
and all
celebrate
sorts.
Thanksgiving then?
Yeah, we do a bit of Thanksgiving.
Giving thanks, yeah?
I give thanks, yeah, to all the terrible things that the British did to the Native Americans. Got away with because we're scum. Apologies. Terrible stuff, really, isn't it? I wonder how Joe looks with that
Oh,
beard.
Cavani's-
Bad. That's how he looks. Cavani's down
Cavani's
holding
out
his
here.
face.
Oh,
I didn't even
a
see
little
that.
elbow here, or what?
Ben Mee's been involved too
Oh,
much in this game.
yeah.
hasn't he?
VAR check. No, there's nothing in that.
No, he
No, I
don't.
don't
He
think
bit
barely
of
touched him at all,
dramatics.
does he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing in that.
Sorry, Kavar. A bit of a slap.
Slight
What's
hand.
Yeah.
going on there? There's nothing
Not
wrong with
much.
that, is there?
No.
Get up, bud.
Your eye's not missing, mate. Get up.
No, yeah, he's taking the mick now.
Yeah, we've got to call him out for that.
Not good,
Yeah,
that, mate.
the game's been pretty steady and slow for the last few minutes, hasn't it? But
Frustrating that there's
happy that
not
we're
been a
comfortable.
goal in a way.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
They're saying he didn't touch you, mate.
He's
Aaron
done
Lennon's
well,
come
then.
off. Been their best player,
Yeah,
I'd
he
say.
has, yeah.
Certainly the most dangerous.
Lively. What's he saying here now?
Cavani got to go off because he had a head injury, technically.
We don't need a kickoff.
Him and me are
Ben Me
fighting.
telling him to F off.
In Uruguayan.
Jesus Christ. Ben Me giving it the big one to Cavani. What is going on here?
I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Cavani.
No. He's pissed off for something. I don't know why. He was milking that a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There's nothing wrong with that.
He thinks it was an elbow. Watch the replay. It wasn't an elbow.
What's he doing? Has he come off?
No, I think he's just got to wait to come back on.
Sean Dyche giving it him.
He must. I'm not being rude when I say this, but I didn't know that he could speak English. I'm assuming he's picked up a bit if he's talking to. Yeah, if he's talking to Sean Dyche.
I think he can.
Unless he speaks Uruguayan / Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, sees him doing that. Talking.
Thomas Dickinson with a super chat. Ooh, pecan pie at Thanksgiving. Lovely. Interesting.
I've not celebrated Thanksgiving, so I don't know all the bits and bobs that you
Pecan
guys
pie's
eat.
Nice.
When is Thanksgiving?
Is it like the end of November?
Yeah, I think it's the third Thursday of November, something like that.
But it's like they
Or the last
kick off
Thursday,
to
or-
like the festive period, isn't it?
Yeah, it's certainly a Thursday in November toward the end of it.
Yeah, it's like a big bank
Big over
holiday.
there, isn't it?
DB Cooper says every food I eat is from the USA. How do you know that?
I know, yeah.
That can't be true.
Surely he doesn't check. Goes into Greg's. Was this from the US? No.
Not
All
interested.
right, no problem.
No problem.
I'll leave
See you
it.
later. Yeah, surely not. From the USA.
Your carbon footprint must be massive.
Yeah. Ronaldo on the left. We'll get a goal here.
Rolling back the
Cuts
ears,
back.
coming back in.
McTominay, go
He'll
on.
shoot today. Oh,
Flips it out to Sancho.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Lovely.
Go on.
Shot. Keeping it again.
Yeah, just playing steady, aren't they?
Yeah. Good.
DB Cooper,
Cheers.
following up from
Oh,
his claim
brilliant.
that every
Shaw
food
and
he eats
Sancho.
is from the USA, says, okay, the rice I eat is from Thailand. Didn't take much pressure, did it?
Nice,
He's
Sancho.
cracked, absolutely cracked under the slightest of scrutiny there.
Great ball. Oh, okay. Tom Hayes been brilliant. That's a free kick. That's a free kick.
Giving it as well.
He's been very good tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Wonder if he'll get the credit. What are you laughing at here?
Sam Goff says, you know what they say about big carbon feed? ... Big carbon knob. Is that what the suggestion is?
You're going to get
Carbon
another
footprint.
letter, you.
I know, and if you get 3 in a day, the Queen comes down and she shouts at you.
Does she?
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Who's having this then?
Gotta
Ronaldo's
be Ronaldo
over
on
it.
it. No
Yeah.
one's even close to taking that off him. 25 yards out. Good distance for Ronaldo.
Cam there.
He's got a
We're
Subway.
talking about food and Cam's just secretly munching.
Munching Gladbach. Right. Free kick to United. Ronaldo. Just slightly to the right of the...
Does he go under the
goal.
wall here, or has he got enough to go up and over?
I don't know.
I feel like it's going to be an absolute
Banger.
nightmare.
Back
Nah, I
of it.
feel like it's
No.
going to be bad.
Kick it in. It's a good distance, that. It's a good distance.
Yeah, but how are you going to get that up and over with his
I hope
technique?
I'm
It's
wrong.
hard, that,
Side
innit?
foot it. He'll side
Look
foot
at everyone
it.
with the phones out filming
Side
it.
foot it, top corner.
Do you reckon, yeah?
Yeah.
No, off someone's head.
Failed me again. That was shocking from McTominay there. I don't know what he was doing. Tarkovsky's
Tarkowski.
down.
What's that?
Don't
Well,
know
I
where
don't
he's
what's
going to
up
end
with
up.
Tarkovsky. Does the ball hit him?
In the nuts, I think. No, off his head. That's
Top
a
of
good
the head.
header, that.
Like right on the top, wasn't it? And he's
Yeah.
gone down. Gone a bit shaky,
Concussed.
bless him.
Oh.
Look how woolly them socks look from Did you notice
Yeah.
that then?
Dallow's coming.
Well, I guess they've got to be pretty thick
Yeah,
because
look.
they're just like, oh God, that made me jump that noise.
Cam opened a can in the background and
Made me
Anne just
jump.
shat herself.
Well, like I told you guys before the show started about that
Yeah.
home invasion thing, I'm a
Home
little bit jumpy.
Invasion.
And you know what burglars they do? They come in, they open a
Open
nice
a
can of
can.
whoop-ass, don't they? That's what they do. No! There's a can of whoop-ass being opened downstairs. I'm about to get my shit kicked in.
I
what they
can't
say.
remember what I was talking about. Yeah, those socks, I guess because
woolly
they
now.
are just kind of stood there a lot of the time.
Extra thick
You'd-
ones.
Yeah.
That's a good point. J.E. Frasconi with the super chat says, I think Sancho is United's best wide player that can play facing goal and run at defenders since Nani. Interesting. Am I forgetting anyone who's been better? Running at defenders, I do think Rashford's pretty good at that, knocking it past him, but he's not as skillful and as tricky on the ball, is he? Sancho's close control is brilliant.
Oh,
very good.
Touch let him down a bit.
He just needs to be more direct, doesn't he, and take them risks.
Yeah, he does. Well done, Varane. Although not actually. Go on, Scott.
He's been good.
He's got to go for it. Good lad. I like that. Scott McTominay there,
He's
putting his body
tonight.
about. He has been good. A lot of people saying Scott man of the match.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Dallow's coming on for
Greenwood?
Greenwood, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder what the plan is with that.
Last 10.
Playing him at right wing?
Right wing, possibly, yeah. Wing back.
Interesting. Sancho's too good not to start every game. Yeah, I agree. He's been really good today.
Yep.
Just dangerous, isn't he? He's just got more of a threat to him than most.
And I think he is maybe one of those players that obviously whilst he's performing he should get the games, but the more games he's getting, the more we're seeing him grow.
100%.
Definitely. Yeah, 10 minutes to go. Dallow looks like I think he has just come on at that sort of right attacking mid spot. Yeah. Giving Rashford the night off. Bruno, obviously, had the night off anyway, but a few key players having nights off, which is good. Thomas Dickinson says Tarkovsky looks like Harry Maguire's long-lost brother. Also, the linesman on the far side looks like a 12-year-old Cam. What, just a very small wombat? That's what we said before, wasn't it? Back five with Wan-Bissaka as the wide centre-back, potentially.
Good shot. Brilliant turn.
It's hard to know, isn't it? Because Dallow's not playing as a wing back there. Look where he is.
No, he's been playing out wide.
Yeah, brilliant McTominay again.
Yeah, it's been very good.
Yeah. Arto says it's been a nothing second half. It has, but you know what? I'm glad we've been able to have a nothing second half rather than scrapping for a win, getting a goal back,
It's not
being
been
dangerous.
stressful.
No.
It's not.
The least stressful game we've had in
conversation,
ages.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Couple of goal lead, no stress. Exactly what we wanted tonight.
All good.
Yeah.
The size of Maguire's feet.
Yeah, how big aren't they? What do you
Like
reckon,
bolts.
13? Couple of 13s on him.
Move like a barge. Never mind
Right,
a
here we
boat.
go. Sancho.
Great ball. Go on then,
That
Cavani.
is- Sort of chested it down. Dallow's on
Not
it.
been his night at all.
No, it's not. No, it's not been good, particularly tonight from Cavani, has it?
No.
Does Scotty play better when he's not partnered with Fred? I don't know if it's too limited a sample size to come to that conclusion. I think
He's doing very good tonight. Though.
Yeah, he has. I always think in game. I know this is going to sound stupid, but when he's not exposed, Matic looks brilliant whenever he plays. But just occasionally he looks old and slow and like he can't turn. But in this sort of game, when no one's
steady.
driving at him, he's brilliant.
And steady, innit?
That's
Back
better.
post.
Good defended. Jumped under that. Well done. Dallow in the box.
Go on, deliver.
Should be. Oh, it's not a corner.
Not gone out, has
Wan-Bissaka.
it?
Tomine. Back to Wan-Bissaka from Dallow.
Yep, keeping it again.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's just that composed figure, isn't he? In
Yeah,
there?
he is. That's the difference, isn't it? That's the one thing you can't say Fred has. Fred is not composed
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
ball, is he?
No.
Matic absolutely is. That was a good ball. Maguire out to Dallow.
Put it in.
Chips in with his left foot.
Oh, look at.
They love this though, don't they, Burnley?
Yeah.
Balls crossed in.
Shot.
Shot!
Oh, is that a con? No. What about?
Volley from 25.
He's definitely
Straight
having
over.
a shave after this game, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I'm waiting for the game, isn't he?
Christmas beard.
Oh.
He's been alright, sure, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Very good, yeah.
He has,
Yeah. They're making a sub. Who's that? I mean, you
McNeil.
can't tell with Burnley because all of their
Oh.
players look exactly the same.
It's Peters or something.
Yeah, Eric Peters, yeah.
The only reason I know that is because his wife was in the Real Housewives of Cheshire.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
And he was there for a few of the rows at christenings or wherever it is that they have a row.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So there you go.
Go on and Sancho.
I bet he got a load of stick for that off the lads, didn't he?
Yeah, you got it, won't you? Well done, Ronaldo.
Good work.
That's a good
Go on
pass
then.
as well.
He's offside though,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's
He's offside. Don't
Ronaldo
touch
in.
it. Beat him. Step overs. Yes.
Goes outside, cuts it back.
Oh.
And it's out for a goal kick. Oh, it's a
Corner.
corner. Good stuff.
Oh,
Let's go from a fucking goal.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Ronaldo going in for tackles and all sorts.
Rolling
now.
back the ears, Ronnie there with his step overs out wide. Nearly fell
Isn't
over.
it mad that his body has held up the way it has? Like, can anyone think in the comments? Anyone think of a footballer that at, basically 6 weeks to 37 is physically as well maintained and has had as few injuries as him?
Probably no one, is there?
Has it ever happened other than like Stanley Matthews? Like, even Giggs, I feel like was injured more than Ronaldo, who obviously played till he was 40. But like, has there ever been Ibrahimovic? But he had a cruciate.
He's
injury,
had
didn't he?
injuries,
He had
yeah,
an injury
yeah.
at United when he was 35. People saying Giggs, Zlatan, they're the main ones. Sheringham, Defoe. But again, Defoe was playing at Rangers when he was 37.
Is Defoe retired
I'm trying
now?
to think.
Yeah,
Or is he still
I
playing?
think in the history of football, he might be the biggest sort of like genetic freak ever in terms of ability to not get injured. Because it's not like he's not playing for mid-table teams or like lower league teams.
High
He's
level
playing
all
at the
everywhere he
top
goes.
Yeah.
every single game. He never misses games. He never gets injured. He's never really had any big injuries.
I mean,
it's unbelievable.
Ramos is in good shape physically, but has had injuries, hasn't he? So
he's had plenty of injuries throughout his career.
I'm trying to think.
Amazing, really. Even in any sport.
dedicated.
I want to
It's
go
like
home and
LeBron is the
research
only
that
real
one.
comparison.
He's dedicated his whole life to it.
That's
that,
it, isn't it?
Lives and breathes it.
But it's also, there has to be a genetic element to it as well.
He's got to
hugely, because
have some kind of
there are plenty
advantage.
of players like Gary Neville. I'm not saying he's on the same level as Ronaldo, but he was always known for his work ethic, keeping
fitness
and playing safe and all that. But even he had plenty of injuries. Ridiculous.
What age did Beckham play till?
35.
Because he was in good nick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Fitness wise, he was always the fittest.
He's one of those bleep test guys, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was
completed some, didn't he?
Well, he retired from PSG in 2013, and he's 46
he
now.
played for PSG.
So what's that?
Oh,
8
they're in
years
here.
ago, 46, 38.
38. So he was
Pretty good. But he had more injuries than Ronaldo.
Yeah. Also,
And
he was in
had
America
time in
as well,
America. Yeah. Anyway, crazy.
That's a great ball. That.
It is a good ball.
He's got to carry on playing till he's over 40, hasn't he,
Yeah.
He
Unless he gets that big injury.
He might go to America.
If he gets a
might go
cruciate.
back to Sporting. Somewhere like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? Yeah, Killing Wallace. It's crazy that Bale was Ronaldo's successor at Madrid, and now he looks at both of them now. I think basically what we're saying is he's probably going to retire before Ronaldo.
It's been announced.
Well, there's rumours, isn't there, that Real Madrid are because Bale will go on a free in the summer,
Yeah.
and apparently they're offering him out in January, according to some reports. Yeah,
Would
to
you
try
have him?
and get a book back.
No.
He's not going to go.
That
to a top
ship's
club now,
well
is he?
sailed. Yeah.
No. Like
He
he
didn't
was
do it
all
at
right.
Tottenham, though, did he, really?
He was all right.
I
at
think
Tottenham,
people were hoping that it would maybe
Look
work
at that, though.
out.
Seriously, what is going on here?
Yeah, that's terrible from.
What is going on? I don't care whether it's the 87th minute. That can't happen. That.
No. Thomas Dickinson says Paolo Maldini. Yeah, I don't know his injury record well enough. I know he played obviously till he was very old. Maybe yeah. Good.
I'm trying to think of older players now that are in the game, but I can't really.
Anyway, corner to Burnley. See, that's better. Look deep in there.
Oh.
They win the header, but just goes wide.
Ben me again.
Yeah.
Is it? No, Tarkowski.
God.
Messi's a good comparison. Yeah, Messi's never really had any bad injuries, has he? I know he's had bits here and there.
When he
He's
was
had a
younger,
few
wasn't
months here and there, though,
He's
hasn't
had a
he?
few.
But he's played
is
so
it
many
his
games.
Foot? Something with his foot. He's had a little bit of a
few
recurring injury. And I'm not getting into a Ronaldo Messi debate here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I do think.
Yeah.
I think he's
been
probably
injured more.
been injured more ever so slightly.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen him on crutches at some point.
Oh yeah, he's had bad injuries.
Yeah.
He's been out for months at a time, but he's not injury prone, is he?
No.
Right. 3 minutes to go, or 2 minutes to go.
No surprise with Scott being man of the match.
No,
Been announced.
he's our man of the match as well, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your man of the match in the comments. I mean, is it Scott McTominay or is it someone else? Who else could you make a claim for? Maybe Sancho. He's been good.
Yes, he has.
Ronaldo's been a lot more involved, but slightly wasteful.
They're in again here.
Oh, that's
Oh my God.
know.
Eric Peters on Housewives there, thinking of them rouse hair shots at Old Trafford.
All them drinks that got swirled.
Yeah.
McTominay and Wan-Bissaka basically left him between them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Good block though.
Don't think he blocked it. Missed air shotted it, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh shit, he did.
Oh my
Just
god.
completely misses it,
That's
doesn't he?
horrendous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently, you can watch the Lukaku interview.
Yeah.
It's that.
Lukaku slagging Chelsea off for
Yeah.
absolutely
You want a
no
laugh,
reason.
guys,
Is it with
after
Oprah?
this?
Well, like Prince Harry and Meghan. Ronaldo!
Oh,
Just
sign
thought
there.
I'm
Like,
just
were
twatting
you
this today.
unhappy or are you unhappy?
Both.
Yeah. I think it's the
James
right
McCabe
time.
says, "Joe, you are always my man of the match."
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
Into it.
you've had a
The
lot
love
of
tonight's
love.
unreal.
Yeah.
I'm the one that chooses what comments. Go on. You two have had way more love than me. I just don't read it. I'm very selfish and
Snake.
insecure. Jose Castro with the super chat. Scotch Mc in my tummy, man of the match. Interesting. Had to read that a couple of times to make sure it was all good, but it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, very good. Throw in to Burnley. Do you know what?
Fred.
Hey,
Oh,
Fred's
no,
coming up.
no,
Come on, man.
no.
I'm so. We'll talk about this obviously in the review. I'm so happy this second half has been so boring.
I will
I'm
take it.
over the moon with this performance. You know, just a boring, easy win.
Comfortable win.
Fantastic.
No
Absolutely
dramas, no
fantastic.
stresses.
Oh.
Isn't it sad that this is what we're actually happy with, though?
No, it's good.
No,
This
it's
is
a
what
little
you
bit,
need.
innit?
Here's the thing: when City win the league, they have 25 of these a season, where they don't even have to do anything for the last half an hour because it's so easy.
Yeah.
They have 25 of these a season, and United at the minute have half a dozen. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference.
You know, I know what you mean, yeah.
So whilst it's been slightly boring, maybe not put the pressure on as much as you would like in an ideal world. Like you said at half time, it could have been a 4-5-1 game. This, but I'm so happy that it's been like this. Is Cavani better as a sub? I think maybe he's just. I don't know.
Having one of
had
them
an off night,
days.
Just
Yeah.
had an off night, yeah. Maybe not. We can't necessarily draw too many conclusions from that. But he hasn't been great tonight, admittedly. Ronaldo's miles offside there. Just boots the ball away. He knew he was offside, just booted it away anyway. Fred coming on for the last 30 seconds.
Getting his
These are
bonus.
my
Ronaldo going
most
off.
loathed
Yeah, they're
substitutions.
pointless these, aren't they?
Yeah, I wonder why he's doing this.
Appearance bonus or something.
Could be.
God knows.
Interesting.
He's featured in every other game. It might be just making his stats.
Fred.
Yeah.
God Ronaldo knows. Off, Fred
Oh,
on
it's
with
just time waste. Really.
literally 45 seconds to go.
Yeah. Wonder if he'll touch it.
He'll mess it up somehow, probably.
Whoa.
Swinging a miss.
I know.
That'd be
That's
big.
your kid.
Come on,
Making
goalkeeper.
a
Come on,
oh.
goalkeeper.
Oh.
I know he
Save.
saved that, but that's ridiculous. That the ball's in the air for 5 or 6 seconds, and it's being headed inside the 6-yard box. De
He's
Gea's
always
got
like
to
that
come
though,
to
isn't he? He's
that.
dead hesitant with
Good look,
stuff
and
like
Maguire's got to beat 2 men in the air now. He's
that.
got his arms
wrapped
round him there.
Yeah.
But come on, David De Gea, the ball is 5 yards out, and it's been in the air for so long. You've got to come for that. Any other goalkeeper in the Premier League goes for that.
Yeah.
Maguire's he looks hurt here, doesn't he?
Chatting to his old pal, Mike.
What's up with Maguire?
Ribs.
Yeah.
Ribs.
His ribs, Maguire.
Oh, aye.
Sean Dyche there. You looked away when he was on screen then.
No, I didn't.
Like
Can you not look him in the eye?
That's what it is.
You
You
got
know.
scared.
Get scared. I only mentioned it.
No, I'm only joking. Full time. Perfect.
Full-time.
Manchester
Fred didn't
United
touch
3.
it.
He did touch it. The ball was only in play for about 3 seconds, wasn't
mate.
it? Man United 3, Burnley 1. We'll be back with the review very shortly. Just give me a quick thoughts on that, Ange. Happy to finally see a comfortable win?
Yes, happy that it was nice and relaxed, even if it was a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we wanted a little bit of a reaction, and I think we definitely got that. It's a shame that we couldn't have got maybe a few more goals. But yeah, on the whole, considering how worried we were about it, you know, all the changes in the team and stuff, or how worried some people were, yeah, pretty happy.
Yeah, quick thoughts?
What Ange said.
Yeah, definitely. Joey Lopez says, Dallo in at 10 before Donny is gone, perhaps. Thank you again to Manscaped for sponsoring. Click the link in the description and use the code Paddock Live for 20% off and free shipping. We'll be back with the review very shortly. We'll see you in a bit.